All right, we're here. We starting with an opening prayer. What's going on? Jason just like immediately folds his arms, like, all right, everyone, bow your head. Oh, I do need to host my own channel, don't I? Let's do that. Do you want to bring us in?
Welcome, everyone. I am your co-host, Laserdisc, tonight for, I think, the seventh.
We're on seven now, yeah.
Episode of the Epic Pugs Cast, coming to you live here from Epic Puzzles and Games
In West Valley, Utah. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to host this channel real quick from my personal Twitch. Dude, we hit 1,000 followers the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I know, I was pretty pumped.
Is that followers or viewers?
I wish it was viewers. That would be insane. No, I told my buddy, I was like, dude, I had 1,000 followers. He's like, holy fuck, you know? And I'm like, that's not viewers. Just so you're aware, that's not viewers.
Nah.
That's only followers. I got a long way to go before I can get 1,000 freaking people to watch me at one time. The most I've ever had watching me at one time was 200, and that's because I was being hosted on the Microsoft homepage.
Oh, was
Yeah.
that your charity?
No, I wish. That'd been sweet. No, I was playing a game of the month for the Microsoft,
Ah,
like Xbox's game of the month thing.
I get it.
It was called this weird game called Dear God, and I had
Is
like
that DEE or
DEE.
Okay.
Yeah, like a deer, like a little deer.
See, I hear that, and I'm imagining a game like Goat Simulator, except you're playing as a deer instead.
No, it was like an 8-bit side-scroller game on the Xbox. It was
his favorite, guys.
It was super. I love side-scrollers, honestly. I'm a huge fan of them. But you can see the chat, right?
Yeah, if I do this.
What if you do it lean that way? Does that help? How are you not seeing it? Is it just like a glare?
It's this.
Oh, is it really in that much of the way?
This audio pickup phallus.
What about that?
More or less.
Is that more or less? What if I do that a little bit? Because I'm trying to help as much as I possibly can.
Oh yeah. You know I'm
can't-
rocking that Mass Effect hoodie.
I can do that. There we go. That should help a little bit.
Dreaded luck.
Dreaded look.
All right,
So, yeah, welcome to episode 7.
So Twitch, I think it is your turn to enter us in.
Oh, man. Okay, so we talked about the Nintendo Switch last week, right?
Uh-huh.
So Sony...
Ooh.
So you know how when the Wii came out, Sony did the PlayStation Move crap?
Uh-huh.
And it was a huge flop. Nobody liked it. And...
They didn't really have the right demographic.
It's basically I don't even know if they make it anymore. Like, we sell it in our store, but not anything
They don't have it
new.
for PlayStation 4.
That's
as far
they
as
don't
I
have.
know.
I don't think they have it for PlayStation 4. The only thing they have is like the motion cameras. They have like the Kinect or whatever it's called for Sony. I think it's just called like
Is it still called the PlayStation Eye? Because I remember that back from the PlayStation 2 days.
I don't. It might be. Is it supposed to be blinking or is it supposed to be solid? Not that it matters. Because we don't post recording anyway.
It's archival.
Sorry, yeah. That it gets deleted every week. Archives. The long archives, yeah. Maybe one day we'll do good stuff. But, so, the Nintendo Switch is coming out, which we all know about. And Sony has currently released a patent for, like, the exact same handheld. The only difference is, you know how with the Switch, the controllers, like, click into it, so it's, like, one solid piece?
Uh-huh.
The only difference is with the Sony one, there's like a little bar that separates the controller to the screen. So it kind of just looks like a weird steering wheel. It is the exact same thing. The vertical screen, dedicated to chat, start saving. Dude, we do. Wouldn't that be sweet? Just like put it behind us. Big old chat room back there.
Get one of those like airport displays with the flip cards. Never mind.
Oh, so like the screen just like flips each way or whatever.
Like the letters flip. Never mind.
I haven't been to an airport in a very long time.
They haven't had them at airports in a long time.
Oh.
Remember, I'm Laserdisc.
Yeah, okay. No, but yeah, so Sony is making they're basically making the exact same thing that Nintendo is doing.
Huh.
Like, completely. I mean, I don't know. They're probably not going to consider it, like, their personal console. It's probably going to be, like, the next Vita.
Oh.
It's just called the PlayStation Camera.
Yeah.
No, oh, sad. But, dude, and I was talking to my buddy Paul about it, and he was like, the funny thing about it is, like, because Microsoft is basically full American, and Nintendo is basically full Japanese, and Sony is stuck in this weird middle ground of, like, Japarica, or Ameripan or something. I don't know.
I believe that term for that is globalization.
No, don't get ridiculous. I think it's Ameripan. And so he was like, they've got to, like, figure out a way to balance the two things back and forth. So I don't know. I haven't been able to read much about it because I saw, like, a quick blip video, and I was like, come on, Sony.
So
Come on.
it's interesting because the first thing I thought when I saw the Nintendo Switch was, it kind of looks like a slightly bigger PlayStation Vita.
Yeah. Oh, it
And-
does.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
And now and I was like, after like that whole deal where Sony spent $1 billion making the Vita and they spent 10 cents advertising it, and so nobody
Yeah, for
nobody
real, right?
ever bought one, especially because of the proprietary card. I was like, Sony's not gonna,
Yeah.
right?
Right. They're not gonna do that again, are they? Well, they did.
Well, let's hope that at very least this time it doesn't require its own proprietary card.
You mean like the weird, stupid little cartridge things they had?
Yeah, like the
That, like-
Vita card that was
Yeah.
like, it was probably just like
Yeah.
the exact same as a micro SD card, but different.
Well, the IMDs were dumb too. Those like little tiny discs. in that-
UMDs.
The UMDs. There we go. Sorry, UMDs.
I remember
Oh
those.
my goodness! Like, we actually. So funny story. We had So we sell them at my store, right? Okay. And we'll buy them. Like if people come to sell them to us, we buy them. And some guy came in and was like, "And Steve got the disc," and he pulls it out of the UMD plastic and hands me just the disc, and I was like, He's like, "Oh yeah, you should play this. I play this game. I play this game a ton." I was like, I already know you stole this.
Did you
I already know that you stole this.
did you double check he had his pants zipped up?
Yeah, oh
Did
my.
he have his laces tied on his shoes?
He's like, no, they're supposed to come out of it. That's how you put them in the case. I was like, oh my gosh, no. Not even kind of. And he was like trying to convince me, he's like, I played this game so many times. I freaking love this game, but I just need to get rid of it now. I was like, dude, you can just tell me you stole it from a kid. I don't care where it came from. We're gonna sell it for a lot more than we're buying it from you for.
we just want you to be honest so that we can be dishonest back.
Yeah, it's just like, are you goodness gracious? He's like, yeah, you just put it right in like that. I was like, no, not even
like-
kind of.
I feel like he has no idea what the difference between a UMD is and like the Nintendo GameCube mini disc.
He's like trying to like, why won't the hole fit? Like this doesn't make sense. It's like there's no hole in the UMD disc. Oh my goodness.
Did you
Oh, I'm
point?
gonna
did
kill
you,
this guy.
Did you point out that like there's a hole in the back of the plastic case for the laser to read the disc
Yeah,
while it's in the plastic
Yeah,
case?
I did. I even was like, there's a little square. Did any of you see the Mass Effect Andromeda specs for PC? What do you think about it? Ooh. Have you seen much on it? So I've only seen a
So-
very little bit on the Mass Effect Andromeda. That's a good thing to go to. What's it? Quasar? Quasar? Can I just call you Quasar?
We're gonna call you Quasar Child.
Quasar Child. Because I'm never gonna... Quasaract. It's Quasaract.
Quasaract.
Quasaract. I don't know.
So, on Mass Effect Andromeda, what I understand, it's they're doing the thing where instead of letting, the PC version have like 300 frames a second and as high a resolution as you want, it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, Quasar Child. It's kind of capped at like 30 frames a second.
Wait, they're capping it?
I'm not sure. I haven't been
Why?
paying much attention. I think it's something to do with it would be additional effort to make it like to have the additional FPS available.
I guess that makes sense.
They did something similar with like the first 3 Mass Effect games where none of them have the option to use a gamepad on PC, even though the user the UI assets were made for that because all of the games were on Xbox 360 as well. They just decided not to mess around with having the option on the PC version.
I mean, so I play mostly with mouse and keyboard when I play on PC, but there are some games I play with mouse and keyboard. Like, I will only play Dark Souls with mouse and keyboard. I can't do it. So they're not going to allow that for the Mass Effect Andromeda? Like, you have to use a mouse and keyboard if you're on PC?
No, I think they actually are allowing it for Andromeda. It's just, previously they haven't.
Oh, okay.
As far as...
Brought to you by Starbies. No, I'm just
Starbies.
But that's so dumb. I don't know why they would cap it. Like 30 frames a second is fine. Okay,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but most of my games I play in like 80. Like at least 80. PC will be uncapped. Okay, that's good to hear. Cause yeah, like I play Rocket League generally at about 120. And I can play Smite at like, I mean Smite doesn't take anything, but I play Smite at like 150. I play Paragon at like 80. I play Dark Souls at I think 75 about. Not that it's necessary by any means. It's just it's nice to see that little number up there.
I never pay attention to frame rates.
No.
The only time I pay attention to frame rates is when it's so slow you can't not.
Yeah. When it drops below 30 and you're like, okay, because anything, I won't lie, like you can start noticing once it drops below 30. It's pretty, because then every now and then you see them just kind of like move. Like they're all of a sudden in a different position. You're like, what? What do you mean? Why is my arm up here now? Like what? It's just weird or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, Xbox is getting nerfed, it looks like, too. Not nerfed, but not given the same amount as PS4. That is because PS4 does have the higher, what is it? Does it have DDR5?
GDDR5!
Yeah, and the Xbox only has DDR3. Correct me if I'm wrong on those numbers. I think it's DDR5 and DDR3. Pretty sure that's what they are. I mean, I know that those are real things, those two things I just said. But it could be like, I don't know, does DDR7 exist yet?
I don't think it
I'm
does.
not sure. I don't know.
As far as the Andromeda specs on PC go, I've been rocking a GeForce 660 since I bought it in late 2012. And
It was out of date then.
It wasn't
2012.
It wasn't out of
Dude,
date.
the
then.
900 series was brand new, I think, in around 2012.
No, look, the 700 series came out like at the end of 2012.
Do you think so?
This card was like, this card was.
You're
beefy,
probably right. I won't lie. You're probably right.
but it's not anymore.
It's not anymore. No, I have a 1060 in my computer.
And it's
6
been a
gigabyte.
good little card, but so Andromeda's going to be on the new version of the Frostbite game engine,
Okay.
which is the same game engine that was used for the new Mirror's Edge game. That's it. And
Not a good game.
I know that my brother,
No offense to anybody that liked it. I did not enjoy it.
my brother really loved Mirror's Edge 1, so he got it basically the week it came out, and
Really?
discovered that he needed to upgrade his graphics card. For some reason, it didn't work on anything. It didn't work well, like at all. And it's like the suggested is 4 gigabytes of graphical RAM. I only have 2. So next month, in preparation for Andromeda, which I'm probably going to get on release day. I'm not going to pre-order it, but I am going to buy it
Never
the day it comes
pre-order.
out. Which is basically as good as pre-ordering anyway, really.
Yeah, but if you don't pre-order, then it encourages the developers, in my opinion, to
Yeah.
actually add stuff
No, yeah.
and not end up being No Man's Sky again.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of my philosophy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to pre-order. I'm going to get it when it comes out.
yeah, because I don't want them to be sitting on this hunk of cash like, we ain't got nothing to do now. We rich boys, like, and just like walk away from the game forever completely unfinished.
And before I do that, I'm going to get myself a little present. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get myself a real People graphics card.
Dude, you can get. So my 1060 was only $300. I know only 300, but it's 300, but it's not like.
I'm looking at a 1050. I'm looking at a 4 gigabyte 1050 I can get for like $150.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get a new hard drive because my hard drive's all full.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready for this.
You're gonna be ready. Dude, a 1050. Are you gonna go with the 1050 Ti or just a 1050?
I think it's a TI.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a beefy card. Wait, I don't have a 1060. I have a 1070. Did I say 1060? Because I have a 1070.
Well, it's just one uppery at that point. I thought you had a 1060.
Now I can't remember.
I thought it was a 1060.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go home and look at my computer.
I bet it's a 1080.
Yes, this is a Blue Yeti, or buy a refurbished one GPU. That would work too. You could actually, dude. Actually, I'm not gonna sell you my 770 just because.
I don't want your 770. I
Yeah.
want nothing less than a 10 series.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Is mine a 1060 or a 1070? I can't remember now.
Because it's like, my 660 lasted me, what, 5
Forever.
years?
Yeah, that's
right?
a long.
And
It's 2017. Yeah, 5 years.
so I want to get a really current, like a current card that's still affordable, and then have that last me another 5 years. I don't want to get
Okay.
like something slightly better
Yeah.
and then need to get another one in a.
You see, the reason I upgraded from a 770 is because I was playing games like Ark, and it looked like I was playing with Play-Doh on my computer.
Good old Play-Doh graphics.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're hearing the audio from the Yeti. So these two mics that me and Jason are holding go to a live audience that we have out in the lobby. They're all playing Magic the Gathering. Oh, you could do a Radeon. You could
I'm skeptical about AMD graphics.
yeah. I was gonna say because they do have the AMD 480s now that you can dual 480. The only problem with that,
Is I don't have room in my case.
well, not only that, but most games don't actually allot for splitting the graphics cards like that. Whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but
It's Crossfire if it's AMD or SLI if it's
Yeah.
NVIDIA.
so most games don't actually support that. Like it's a cool idea, like
It's a workstation thing. For
yeah,
like,
if you're editing
rendering.
or whatever, doing crap like that, but. Because and Twitch is the 1060. You can look on my Twitch channel. It should say there. Because I think me and Five's got the same graphics card, but he has a 3 gigabyte and I have a 6.
I could have sworn you said you had a 1060.
I probably did. I can't remember now. I've got to go home and look. I'm gonna text you at like 12 o'clock tonight. And like, is this graphics card?
I'll be like, oh, I can sleep now.
Jason will just be laying there in bed, just like,
I need to know.
what is it?
to know.
What is it? What is it gonna be? I like text you. I was like, oh, it's a 940. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Just throw my phone away. Son of a no! Stick it into the wall.
What? I'm gonna kill myself. Anyway, forget it. I don't care anymore.
He's over it, folks.
I'm not, but I'm gonna try to pretend I am. But yeah, so MTG for the win. MTG, make that game.
Magic the Gathering.
Oh, Magic the Gathering. But yeah, so that's who our live audience is for, and that's what these mics go for. I'm sure most of them aren't paying close attention to us, which is fine.
We're sort of like we're supplying that.
Ambience.
Yes.
It's an ambience
Yes.
with our deep, sultrous voices.
With our lustrous, sultrous voices as we
Burp into
burp
the mic.
into the microphone.
But okay, so yeah, that's the Sony, and then Andromeda, because it looks super cool.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It looks way good.
Nothing I've seen has made me think I can't trust them.
Yeah.
Like, everything I've done is like, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be cool.
This thing. What beautiful sounds. Oh, but what was their ship called? The
So, in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, you fly
it's
in the Normandy.
The Normandy. There we go. I wanted to
But-
say Andromeda, but I was like, nope, that's the name of the game.
In
It's not gonna
Andromeda,
Well, because in number 2, the Normandy blows up.
Yeah.
And then they remake
Spoiler.
it. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Oh no, life is over from this 10-year-old game.
Do you know the basic premise of Andromeda?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I have yet to beat 3.
So you
1
know
or 2.
So you know that SpaceX mission where they're asking for people
In
to
real
go
life?
colonize Mars?
Okay, yeah.
So
It's supposed to be happening in 2030.
So it's like this big private initiative started where people are being asked to go on a 600-year-long journey from the Milky Way galaxy through dark space to the Andromeda galaxy.
Okay.
And so the game is basically like the premise is that you are
Tempest the ship.
Yeah, Tempest. Thank you. You're the man.
We both have 1060s.
Unless you're a woman, in which case you're also the man.
And the woman.
But so you are leading a team that is trying to find a world that we can now colonize. And, you know, it's kind of like you're trying to, there's like some rival factions and there's the local aliens and it's all about like exploring different worlds and it looks so
super
cool.
legit. You can smell it from here. My burps are tasty, dude. It smells like peach tea. That's basically what it is. And Arby's and jalapenos.
He's lying. It just smells like jalapenos.
So I downloaded the Ghost Recon Wildlands open beta. And really cool game. However, my first experience playing with it, I completely broke the game on accident. I went and like
open beta.
I went, yeah, for real, right? I was an Apache helicopter. Nice. But
you identify as attack helicopter.
As attack helicopter. Helicopter. No, but so I'm running around, right? It's a huge, incredible open world. Like it is massive. And you can literally just go anywhere. What's up, Naya? And you're basically like I made my character kind of look like he's got the Dias de la Muerte paint on his face, but then he's also got a beautiful beard and a cowboy hat. And full sleeve tattoos and a tank top. He's just a bad A, let's be honest. He looks like a stud. He's a complete depiction of what I look like in real life, obviously.
He puts on like regular skin tone makeup to
Yeah.
cover up because he's actually.
I wear a scalp thing, but on my face. I have a full beard. You guys have just never seen it.
He's actually like the Dia de los Muertos skull is a full face tattoo.
Yeah, it's a full face tattoo.
It's kind of scary.
And
if you forget and you walk in and you're like, oh man, what the heck? Oh, no, it's just Taylor.
But then I punch you in the face out of love.
Then you die.
Yeah, because
out of love.
Dias de la Muerte. I have to muerte you. I have to dead you.
You have been muerted.
You have been muerted. So anyway, so we're supposed to go to like this extraction point or some crap like that, and I kill this guy, and I go to pick up his gun, and as soon as I pick it up, like the gun starts just poking out of my chest, just like floating there, and my arm like sucks into the side of my body. And
I guess your player character decided that it wanted to be the player character from Doom.
Something weird.
Have the gun coming out of your sternum.
Right out of his chest. That's how you zoom in Doom. The old Doom, that is. We're talking old. But
New Doom's a different story.
So it just floats right there outside in front of my chest. I can't shoot anybody, but everybody can still assumes I'm carrying a gun. And so when I walk up to civilians, like they run away, and I'm like, I just want to die so I can restart this mission and fix the game.
Please let me die.
So I'm running around trying to kill myself in the game so I can restart
Somebody
it.
muerte me.
Yeah, please muerte me. And I'm holding shift to sprint, and all of a sudden my character stops sprinting and starts just doing this. At sprint speed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I broke the whole game.
Oh, no.
I'm just like going like this around.
Shake weight.
Oh my gosh, this is
Shake weight.
shake weight. I'm just shake weighting as like as fast as I can.
Oh gosh.
So that was fun. After I finally got that resolved, the game went really smooth. I mean, like it is still open beta. It was still having a few glitches and issues like that going on, but nothing like that serious ever happened again. But it's pretty fun, enjoyable game. I don't think I'll buy it, just because I don't know how much I would want to spend or how much time I would want to spend in that open world. I mean, I know you can play with friends and stuff like that and do like little missions or whatever. But
if it were to come up on sale for like $15,
it's possible. I mean, yeah, if it was for $15 and I had at least a couple other people that might want to play with me, I would have no problem doing it. But as a by myself kind of thing, like it's fun, but the map is so vast. It is a lot of driving, and it just I was like, dude. It's
driving.
It's beautiful. I mean, you can drive off road, and your cars can basically handle anything. I was jumping off cliffs and stuff like that.
I think this is kind of weird, but one of my favorite things to do in open world video games is just drive.
And just drive around.
Like I'll get
That's all I do in GTA 5.
I'll get onto freaking like Just Cause 2, and I'll just pretend that I'm going on a road trip across the island.
I just drive around. That's basically what I do in GTA 5 is I just drive around in my Mini Cooper because that's the greatest car in that whole game. I don't care what any of you guys say. Mini Cooper in GTA 5, top car.
In Saints Row the Third, I would always ride around Steelport on a bullet bike.
Really?
Yeah. Then I would like eat dirt when I went around a corner. I'd like punch the nearest civilian, get back on my bike, and go away.
I'm currently saving up my money so that I can get the Fiat. Because, dude, like, so they're perfect getaway cars because
they're small.
They're small, yeah. So me and my buddy Cooper were in like one of the garage areas, and he was in like a nice, super fast sports car, and I was in my Mini Cooper, right? And we were both backwards to the exit. And this guy comes around with like a machine gun, starts shooting at us.
Ooh.
And without any problem, I just back up and full J-turn, and I am gone. And Cooper's like, I'm dead. I'm like, that's why you need the Mini Cooper. And I was like already out of there. Like,
why Cooper doesn't have a Mini Cooper?
I mean, in real life, he used to.
Oh.
Cooper's Mini Cooper.
Cooper's Mini Cooper.
Cooper's Mini Cooper. But, dude, Mini Cooper, best car in GTA 5. It is.
Would you say it's good for flying the coop?
Maybe. Dude, that game. So I was kind of disappointed in myself because I never liked any of the GTA games at all. Like I played 2, I played San Andreas. I've never beat any of them, but I've played a lot of 2. I played a lot of San Andreas. I played some 4, I think it was.
I'm just curious, how many people have actually beat GTA?
Anybody in chat? Have you guys beat any of the GTAs like all the way through? Not 100%, just like the full story. Have you guys completed the entire story at all? Because I don't know, maybe my little brother probably has. Honestly, my little brother may have 100%ed San Andreas. I'm not even kidding you. That kid's a completionist. But and so I even tried a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. I was like, I just don't like these games. They're just boring to me. And so you've never played it? No worries, dude. And so I never wanted to get GTA 5. I was like, it just looks stupid. I would never want to buy it. And so my little brother's been home. And the only game we really had to play together was Destiny. I was like, I'm getting tired of Destiny, and I know he loves GTA. So I just kind of bit the bullet, and I bought it. It was on sale for like $30 on the Microsoft Store on Xbox. And it's been so much fun just screwing around online, dude. The freaking stunt races are so freaking cool. Going through like loops and like supercars, dude. It's so much like.
I've only ever played 2 games like that. Well, 3 technically. I've played Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4.
Saints Row the Third is the one with aliens. Oh no, Gat Out of Hell is the one with aliens.
Saints Row 4 is the one with aliens. Gat Out of Hell is
in hell
expansion
to the aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've also played Just Cause 2.
I played Just Cause 3.
And it's like more or less the only thing I ever do is stick around. So I like never complete the games.
Yeah.
There's on a computer. There's this beautiful thing on Steam that's the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod. And it just allows like people to host servers where like 60 or 70 people or more at a time can all be playing Just Cause 2 together.
Just screwing around?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And like they'll do stuff like set up like a demolition derby. Like on the map there's this big bowl area. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but they'll set up a demolition derby where there's all these like big heavy vehicles parked around the edge of this, and so you like teleport to the derby using like
and just,
chat
like,
commands.
Freaking derby each other.
Get into a car and you go demolition derby. Or like
legit.
They'll set up racetracks or it's great.
That's awesome. No, so we would just like all we do online in GTA is like last night me and Cooper were on until like 5 in the morning. I
Oh.
swear. And literally all we were doing is running from like 3 griefers. Like it was so much. Like I was up in the mountains and I'm like cruising around in this like I don't even know what like crappy little minivan or something like that. And all of a sudden I hear gunfire. I was like, oh crap, I'm in a bad place. And then all of a sudden I see this tank and I'm like, oh no! And I just try to like turn and go past it and I blew up. And that's basically what started all of it. Are you thinking about upgrading your PCs to Ryzen? Any Ryzen CPU something in the future? I haven't even looked at anything about the Ryzen stuff at all. I don't even know who makes Ryzen.
It's AMD's
Is it
new
AMD?
thing.
Okay.
So basically,
I
it's
thought
like
so, but I wasn't sure.
the Ryzen is them like pretty much like taking their glove off and slapping Intel in the face up front, like we're challenging you, we're taking you on directly.
We challenge you to a duel, good sir. Put my entire tax return on the 1080. Do it, Jordan. Well, no. So I need a new motherboard first because currently the only CPU my computer can take is 8370. It's an 8-core 4 gigahertz processor.
An AMD?
AMD, yeah, it's an AMD 8370,
Uh-huh.
and I have the 8320E right now. It's 8320E. It's an 8-core 3.2 gigahertz, and so I want to get the 8370 because I want the 4.0 gigahertz, just because I stream, and I want the processor.
You want more?
Yeah, I want more because sometimes when I'm streaming like intensive games, like I don't want to have to worry about something getting too hot or something lagging or something bottlenecking somewhere. So first thing I need to do is upgrade my motherboard, especially if I wanted to go like a Ryzen or something like that. I would have to upgrade my motherboard, which, what do I have, like a 980 MSI, I think?
I've been rocking
Something
the
like that.
same Asus motherboard for a few years now. I've got an AMD. I forget the name, but it's got 6 cores. It's like 3.2 gigahertz.
Okay, it's probably the 8320 or 83 even. I think the 8360 is a 6-core.
I don't know. It's an AM3 plus socket. That's all I know.
Is it like an 83 something E?
I don't know.
No, you don't know.
I don't know.
No.
I'm just like, it's AMD and it has 6
AMD, no
cores.
work. It's good, dude.
It processes.
It makes things be processed. So that's my thing right now is I want to get the 8370. Because mine's the 8320E, so it takes less power. The 8370 will take a little bit more power, but I think from what I've seen, my power supply will have no problem handling it. I need to look at it again. But oh wait, I think the prices for the 1080 are gonna drop after the launch of the 1080 Ti. Good heavens! A 1080 Ti? Is that basically 2 1080s put into one?
It's actually 3, all twisted together
Yo,
with baling wire.
It's like a spiral donut. This is what it looks like. The fans don't really spin; they just kind of click, 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 click.
It sounds like the misshapen cube turret things from Portal 2. When Wheatley takes over, he like makes the crappy.
I'm trying
turrets.
to remember, but I vaguely remember.
They're like misshapen and they don't actually shoot.
they
like,
can't do anything.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. Wait, so you're planning on getting a Strix or a dual?
What?
For your 1050. So Strix is 3 fans.
I'm just getting
More power.
a single fan
Why?
because I have a small case.
Dude, you should get a new case.
No.
Yeah.
No, I love my case. It has a handle on it.
You can get bigger cases with handles on them.
No, I don't want a bigger case.
Oh my
I like the
goodness.
case that I have.
You're never going to be able to upgrade your computer correctly. You're never going to be able to. I want to get a bigger case eventually, but I currently like the case I have right now. It's a medium-sized case. My buddy just got, did he get a medium or did he get a large? I think he got a large case.
Yeah, I've got a small one.
It's big, dude.
I've got a small one, and I can take it with me so easily.
I can take mine with me so easy because, relatively the sizes are similar.
Not really.
in relation because my medium is relatively the size to me as your small is relatively the size to you.
You should see my brother's case.
Is it huge?
It's even smaller than
Oh,
mine.
goodness.
It doesn't. It does not have a 5 1/4 inch bay
Why?
because it's so small. So this is what happened, right? My brother's favorite color is purple.
Dude, I want a purple case so bad.
And I get these like daily emails from Newegg where they're like, check out these deals.
Look
And
at all your stuff.
I was like, hey Thomas, check it out. It's a purple gaming case. He was like, it's got
Yes,
like
please.
it's like black with like a purple stripe, and the LEDs and the fans are purple. He was like, oh,
I need to
and
go.
he bought it, and it shows up, and he's putting his stuff in, and he picks up his Blu-ray drive, and he's like,
This won't fit.
there's no place to put this. This doesn't have a bay for my optical drive. So he had to get like an external, like an enclosure so we can plug it
Even
into
chat
USB.
says upgrade to a full tower.
Never.
No, so when my buddy David was looking for his new case, we came across this like really cool like design. It was just kind of like spacey, but not like crazy spacey. And it was like solid pink. I'm not lying. It was actually really legit. Like I was looking
Like
at I was
Pepto
like,
Bismol colors.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Completely
man.
Pepto pink.
That is living the dream.
It was so freaking cool. Like, I was like, David, I almost want to buy this case myself. Like, this is, it was just too perfect because it was solid pink. Like, it wasn't like pink with like black highlights or gray or something.
It was just pink.
It was just pink, and I was like, I kind of want that case. Oh my goodness,
That's like the only way you could give less of an F is if you had like an old beige case from 1991.
Dude, I'm still tempted to get that pink case when I upgrade my case. I'm not even kidding you, because eventually I'm going to be upgrading my case. Because what I'm doing to upgrade my computer is I'm slowly buying parts that I need and then saving the old parts, and then I'm just going to rebuild the whole computer so I have a secondary computer. And it's going to be awesome. Eventually it'll work out. It's going to take me quite a while because computer parts are pricey as
You're gonna start hauling it out here so you can run the stream from
I
it.
honestly might. Like, that's part of my thought process as well. Is I'm just gonna, because it'll have a 770 in it, and that's what I used to stream on all the time anyway. Like, that was my first streaming graphics card, is the 770, and it worked just fine. Like, the only thing I had problems with is I was like streaming Arc for like 5 hours. Even if it was on low, like it would start to kind of heat things up, and my computer would just get sad.
It lightly taps you on the shoulder. It's like, hey, can I
Excuse
have a
me?
break?
Can we just chill out for a little bit?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I just want to.
This pre-alpha game is pretty hyper intensive on me, and I'm kind of struggling. If I could get like a glass of water, something, you know, just pour it on me and kill me, you know.
Let me die.
Let me die.
Muerto me.
Muerto me, muerto me. No, it was funny because like I would run Arc on low, and after about 5 hours, my computer would just start to get a little upset, and you could like hear the fans like speed up, get really angry, and then it was a good time. My new 1060. It is a 1060 GTX 1060. Dreaded looked it up.
So
I will gift my current PC my little brother, so I can justify building a completely new one. Dude, do it. Do it. You gotta have justification somehow.
So, the card I had back in 2011, before the 660,
Was it like a 540 media card?
it was like a 512 megabyte, right? Passively cooled, no fans.
So just kind of like it was cool if it was cool enough in the case.
Yep. I remember sticking that 660 into my computer and starting up Mass Effect 3 and being like, is this real life? Is this just fantasy? I was like, whoa!
Caught in a G card, no escape from 512 MB. Like how I did that?
Yeah, no.
Dude, that was good, actually.
That was good.
I'm actually really impressed
proud.
with that. I think that deserves a high five.
No, but it was like, I don't know. Do you have bad eyes? Do you have
Not
like,
terribly, no.
So
I think my eyes are like 2021 or something like weird like that.
maybe somebody in the chat will know this feeling, but when you have bad eyes, when like you're a kid and you don't know you have bad eyes, you just assume that's what life is like.
You just assume everything's just ugly.
And then you get your first pair of glasses, and you put those suckers on, and you're like, whoa.
What have I been missing out on? Are you sure this is right? Does it get better?
And that was me sticking that 660 into my computer and starting up.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
That's how I felt like when I finally put my 1060 in and I put Arc on high. 'Cause I still don't run it on Epic, just because good heavens, like I think I have 2 settings that are Epic and the rest are just high. But oh my gosh, that game is still super intensive. But I remember like it doesn't look like claymation anymore. Like it looks. There's detail in. Oh my goodness.
I remember watching people playing StarCraft 2 on their laptops back in high school, being like, is there a reason all of your like Zergling drones look like they're made out of clay? oh, I'm playing on low.
I'm playing on the worst settings ever. I'm running on a laptop. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a graphics snob by any means. Like, I'll still play old school video games. Like, I still play my SNES and my NES and crap like that on stream
your
all the time.
SNES?
We'll get to that.
I'm
later. Excited now. But like, it is incredibly nice to. It's just a nice perk to have awesome graphics on your on your PC.
It's like it's not necessary, but neither is a cheeseburger.
But it's nice to have. Yeah, but it's a nice thing to partake in. It's like having a cheeseburger that has not just cheese and meat, but it's got like the pickles. It's got everything. Yeah.
It's all crisp.
It's crisp yet still soft. I don't know why this is soft, but it is now.
That's Twitch's own version
Universal
of sign language.
sign. I soft. You hard. I don't know.
Everybody in the chat is right now.
Oh my god. Anywho, so Jason has some show and tell for us. Laserdisc has some show and tell for us.
Oh no, they know my name.
Crap.
So
they're going to stalk you.
So I figured since I have lots of interesting crap.
He does have a lot of interesting crap. I've been to his house.
I would do a bit of a show and tell segment every week. So this week,
I actually thought you were bringing a Laserdisc this week.
I'll get to that. Laserdisc will bring a Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. Say that one time fast.
Cooper's Mini Cooper.
Cooper's Mini Cooper.
We'll be driving here today.
It's like
with
Ron
Laserdiscs, Laserdisc.
It's like Ron Burgundy. Laserdiscs, Laserdisc. Laserdiscs, Laserdisc. Cooper's Mini Cooper.
So this, I'll show it to the camera.
We can walk up to it. I don't know.
Get a good
You guys get to see this? Can the mic go far enough? It might be able to. Look at that. Look at that thing. Isn't that beautiful?
So
Jason.
There's a Retro Duo portable, and
Tell us about that.
It's next to my 3DS XL. It's my favorite handheld game console.
Let's talk about that.
You'll notice I have here Star Fox, the OG Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. You'll notice.
Go in.
Nope, other way.
It goes in this way.
So Twitch is about to put that into the Retro Duo portable.
Is that in all the way?
Yep.
Okay.
And so I'm sure you've guessed.
Powering on. It's blinking. What's happening? Is it not an? Oh, there we go.
That just means the battery's low.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So the Retro Duo portable is a hardware clone of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System with a built-in screen and built-in controller.
Can we get this close enough? Let's see. You guys see that? Just
and
barely?
so it's
Look at
a
that.
portable SNES. It's a handheld SNES.
Push start. I hope you get the rest of the show because I'm gonna be here for a while.
And so I got that because I love SNES, but I've been too lazy to plug my brother's old SNES into our TV for a very long time.
Oh my gosh, this is ugly.
And I just I just like SNES and I like handheld game consoles. This, if I recall correct, I paid less than $80 for this.
Like brand new?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's not bad at all.
It
I think
has-
that's actually still more expensive than I think a DSi Lite that we sell. But that's a DSi Lite. I'm flying through rings right now, and I'm missing most of them.
You ever played Star Fox before?
I played Star Fox 64, yeah,
It's kind of like
but I never.
That's the OG, dude.
This is no wonder it's hideous. It looks like Final Fantasy VII.
There's
crap.
additional processors in that cartridge that let it do 3D graphics.
Really?
Yeah, it's the Super FX.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's sweet.
So, I left it at home, so I can't show you the full potential of this device.
The
but-
full potential, everybody.
It also comes with it's kind of like a sleeve. You plug it into the cartridge slot, and then it has an opening on the other end, into which you can plug in your
What game do you have there?
Nintendo Entertainment System
Oh.
or your Famicom home computer.
Oh, I thought it was Battletoads.
Uh,
It's Ninja Squirtles.
Yeah, your NES games with an adapter, plug into that. Quite clever. There's actually additional pins on the cartridge slot. So
To match the NES or the SNES.
The Super FX chip used those additional pins,
Mhm.
but most regular SNES cartridges do not.
So the Superboy probably doesn't take the.
They've been able to use those for things like the adapter to the NES, and there's also I forgot this as well. There's also a Genesis adapter. So it's a little like sketch when you have it
It's
plugged
so
in
girthy.
plugged into that, but you plug it in and then you stack a Genesis cartridge on top of that, and you've got
So it's like this tall.
yeah, no, it's
And you're
great.
just like looking at this, like, man, that's a big screen. Like, yeah, I know. And then you turn around, like, wait, that's not what I thought it would be. Like, that's not a what?
but yeah,
That's
no,
a sizable screen, though. Like, that's not a bad sized screen, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's smaller than a 3DS,
Mhm.
or bigger than a 3DS, smaller than a 3DS XL.
got your volume dial for your built-in speakers.
That's incredible.
Let's see here. This port here is for either your headphones or there's a 3 or a 4 ring plug, so you can then get video out and plug it into a television.
Oh,
if you
nice.
want
So that
to.
could just be a handheld, essentially.
And
Or, I mean, a controller handheld.
And this port here has a proprietary lead that comes with it that you can then plug like full-sized SNES controllers into.
So you can, like, have two people playing on that
Uh-huh.
tiny freaking screen.
And it gets
That
even
seems
better.
worth
It comes with a plastic stand that locates into these two screw holes, so you can. So it's kind of like a kickstand.
So it's kind of like the Nintendo Switch before the Nintendo Switch.
Way before.
Way before.
So
Just
you-
set it up and play with an SNES controller.
I've
on
done
that.
this before. I've been in a car trip. I put it up with the kickstand.
Yeah.
I had the Genesis adapter, and I was playing with my cousin in the back seat of a car. We were playing Super Street Fighter 2 on Genesis on my Retro Duo portable in the back of a car.
That's
and
legit.
It was it fulfills all the dreams that you had as a little kid when you imagined having like
Like astigmatism because you're staring at a screen literally this big now.
I already have that.
Fear-sightedness, far and near-sightedness. They call it fear-sightedness.
Nearsightedness. But yeah, no, that's
Listen, that's why I have my laptop. I just whenever I go on long road trips, I pack that away and I can just play Rocket League.
that is this
Ooh-wee.
week's show and tell.
That's legit.
It's important to note I'm a
What was the
total
other-
klutz.
What was the other game you had?
Mega Man X.
Mega Man.
And I've dropped this several times and it still works perfectly fine.
I don't drop anything. I'm a good person.
The buttons are nice. Dude, I've dropped your microphones before.
You son of
You were there.
a. Oh yeah.
You almost skinned me. I was afraid.
It was close. Can we make them all stand up, maybe? Are those even seeable? Can we
think so.
even see those?
Yeah.
Oh,
there
dude,
they
that's
are.
perfect.
There they are.
That is perfect.
Good.
We're like Wizards of Waverly Place right now.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be Selena Gomez.
Okay.
It's because she's hot now. Like, really hot now.
Selena, where have those breasts come from?
He says to a... Never mind. Never mind. Anyhow, so I've been playing Ark continually.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a thing that's like every now and then I get really into it,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm like, okay, I'm done for a while. And within the last month, they've come out with a new mod.
Oh?
Yeah, it is the Pokemon mod.
Oh.
It is so freaking cool. It is so freaking...
Of course.
What's funny is Nintendo actually tried to get it shut down. Like, legit tried to get it completely shut down. Because they were, like, suing for, like, copyright infringement. I don't know, some crap like that. And obviously, because mods are illegal adaptations to a video game, nothing could be done because...
It was already illegal?
They're already illegal to begin with. I mean, you know, people let it happen because... they know they're going to get people to continue to play the game, so they're not going to do anything. But Nintendo tried to do something, but it's like, you really can't, because...
That sounds a little bit like the Gauntlet case.
What happened there?
Back in the N64 days, I'm pretty sure it was the people that make Gauntlet, whoever they are. They reverse engineered a N64 cartridge,
Okay.
so they were able to publish Gauntlet on the N64 without Nintendo's say-so.
Hmm.
And Nintendo got really upset. And the Supreme Court said, no, they can do that. And Nintendo got even more upset.
Really? They were allowed to do it? Why? Just
Because reverse engineering is legal.
awesome. Let's say, because not all mods are illegal, but... Because, like, when you play on PC, 90% of the mods are going to be illegal. Because there are some mods that will be provided by the game. Like, on Xbox and PS4, you know, Fallout 4 provides mods now and crap like that. But and most of them, I mean, you can do it. People can do it, and it has been done, but it's just not as often as people will hard mod console.
There's just more effort that has to go into
Yeah.
modding on the console.
Exactly. Has also been playing Rocket League and still gets salty. Shut up, Dreaded Duck. I don't get salty. He beats the crap out of me at Rocket League. No, but so...
Good
like...
old Twitch, always losing.
Oh, man. Shredder's way too good. I need to make him play a kid named Magic Goodies. Just watch him get destroyed. This kid named Magic Goodies is like borderline pro Rocket League. Like, amazing.
Is he a savant?
He's got to be something. But no, so because like I was saying, like 90% of mods are going to be completely illegal. They're not approved by the game. They're just kind of thrown in. Because, I mean, I don't know how to do crap like that, but it can't be incredibly hard.
You ever gone to Nexus Mods?
I don't even download mods. Like, the only game I've ever modded is Ark, and it's only because people had already preloaded mods into the server. I've never actually gone through and downloaded mods to a game.
Nexus Mods.
I don't even know how to do that.
They actually
play vanilla.
There's they have a desktop client called the Nexus Mod Manager,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got a lot of games that it's compatible with, and people upload their mods to the Nexus website, and then most of them. I'm going through puberty.
Welcome.
So most of them, you go and you find a mod on Nexus Mods, and you can then, like, it locks in through the mod manager.
Mm-hmm.
So it downloads into the mod manager, and the mod manager knows how to put it into your game.
Okay.
So
you don't have to like go through the zip files and crap like that.
You just like double click and
Because that's where I get confused. Because I have to do stuff like that when I'm doing things on OBS on my own PC. Every now and then, like I have to go through like my WinZip files and like freaking extract things like that. And I'm like, I hope I'm clicking the right buttons. I'm just like clicking stuff like, okay,
Good
that
old-
looks right.
poor old Twitch. He don't know his way around these complicated computer machines.
I don't. It is absolutely true. So I'm glad it does it on. Cause that's part of the reason I never wanted to do mods. Is like because I already struggle with simple tasks.
Like turning the computer on.
Yeah. Like, Well, sir, is it turned on? What is it turned? I'm not gonna turn them. You think I'm a pervert? No. No. That's
sir,
part of the reason we don't have Twitch alerts up on this computer, because I just don't want to deal with it.
Sir, that's not what I meant.
Sir, I don't want to know what you meant. I'm gonna go now. Just like hang up. He's like, hello?
Did you,
Alright, go call Apple then.
did you try turning it off and on again?
I always have to, because I'm not like terribly stupid. I'm not super savvy.
You're just
like-
not like me.
But well, like a lot of times I can go to like YouTube and like walk myself through a situation and figure something out, right? And if I can't do it, then I'll like get a hold of customer service. But I've always got to be like, okay, I know a little bit. I'm not brilliant, but I have tried turning it off and on. You could always just hear like the customer service be like, oh, okay, thank you, okay, sweet, okay, so I need you to go into your blah whatever thing. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm here. Like he's like, this is so much better. Because I'm not brilliant, but I definitely can't do things by myself all the time. But there are some pretty helpless people out there. It's like, I need to push start. And they're like, where's that on the keyboard? Like,
So I had
not-
a job a while back where,
you did?
yeah, I did.
What happened? Just kidding.
Anyway, I had a
in
job
26.
a while back where part of it was answering support calls.
Oh, goodness.
It wasn't supposed to be IT support, but the phone number we had there was all over the website of. It was the University of Utah that I was working for.
Yeah.
So everyone thought we were the IT helpline, but we weren't.
We weren't.
One of my coworkers that had been there longer than me said that he had legitimately had this phone call conversation. Oh, I need your help with my computer. Okay, what's it? Well, it's all black. Okay, so did you do anything? No. I need to get my email and it's all black. Is the monitor turned on? Long pause.
Long, obviously. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
thanks.
Wow.
Hang up.
Wow.
Yep.
That's okay. My little brother did IT support for Xbox for a while.
Oh no.
And yeah, he was like, there's some of the dumbest people in the world.
Rip.
He had to ask somebody if it was plugged in a couple times.
Rip.
And the answer was they hadn't plugged it in.
Rip.
Like, it just, oh my goodness. How? Well, then I felt kind of dumb the other day because some dude came into the store with an NES Classic. Not an NES Classic, one of the old actual just NES consoles. And he was talking about, like, power, like, milliamps and megawatts and stuff like that, like, knowledgeably. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's basically, and I'm like, I don't know enough about the I mean, I'm starting to learn it, but holy crap. I can't find the any key. Yeah, for real, right? Push any key. Where's that one? Oh, good lord. But yeah, like, he's like, I know it's supposed to be like a 9,000 milliamps situation, backflow, and I'm just like, probably, cool, whatever. I'm gonna just plug a bunch of stuff in and see if we can get it to turn on. How about that? We ended up not being able to get it to turn on.
Oh,
It did that, like, the power button would just flicker.
Oh.
And I don't know what, I think we kind of determined that that's like an either overflow or an underflow of power. But I was like, 'cause I know that's common in NES consoles because I've seen it so many times and I never have any idea what I've done to fix it. NES, dude, that is just...
There's always that problem that you've fixed before.
Yeah.
But you don't know how.
You're just like, what did I do? Why is it working now? Like, I don't know. The NES is just not an amazing console. That poor struggle bus of a gray box. Let's be honest.
I mean, just look at the design of this. The chip in these cartridges?
Yeah,
like,
it stops about here.
yeah.
It's
the rest of that,
literally
just dead space.
just a big... There's nothing in there. Like, you can open these up. I don't know if you have the tool at all.
Not
You can
on
open
me.
them up. Yeah, the chip is literally only that tall. It does
Like,
not
what is
go
the-
all the way
What is the
up.
rest of this?
It's even the same with the SNES. Like, the chip stops at about that divot right there. Like, that's it. I don't know I mean, I guess it's for graphical design, kind of, maybe.
It's like, so
I don't know.
the Famicom, the Japanese domestic market version of the NES, the games were essentially the same kind of chip, but the cartridge was like only went up that far, and it was better.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Japan still thinks we're stupid.
They weren't gray.
They knew we would lose something if it was that small. Let's be honest. They knew that we would completely lose something
And-
if it was only this big, like up to that first indent.
And I want to know what is the deal with like the toaster like VHS cassette mechanism.
Well,
like,
and then click it down. I mean,
like,
maybe that's just the only thing
open up
they.
the top, stick it in, and then click it down. Why?
Yeah,
That's
no.
like you don't need all that.
And then close the lid.
you could have just had the lid open, stick it straight up there, just shove it up,
And then
there,
do nothing with it.
and then shut the lid. And done.
Completely good.
So many more NES systems would not be broken today.
Oh, completely. That old NES had so many moving parts. The lid always broke on
A
everybody.
cartridge-based console with moving parts. Come on, Nintendo.
What were you thinking? No, I mean, let's be honest though. If our cartridges were too small, people would have lost them and then blamed Nintendo.
See, but
They didn't even give us regular Mario 2 or it's Mario 3. I'm talking about Doki Doki Panic.
Oh, the Lost Levels?
No,
Mario
Doki
2?
Doki Panic.
Yeah, Mario 2?
Yeah, what was originally
With
Mario
the-
2, but it
With
wasn't.
the radishes?
It wasn't actually a Mario game before.
With
The Lost
radishes.
Levels are the Japanese version of Mario 2. So it goes like this. There's Doki Doki Panic, which is what was the original game. And Japan was like, Americans are too stupid for this. And so they reskinned it and changed some of the levels as Mario characters. And then even dumbed it down from there for America. There's an original game behind Mario 2 called Doki Doki Panic. It's either Doki Doki Panic or Doki Doki Attack. I'm pretty sure it's Doki Doki Panic, but yeah.
Fun little tidbit. Doki Doki. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's the Japanese automatopoeia for the sound of a heartbeat. So
So it's probably Heart Attack then.
yeah, so like
It's probably Doki Doki Attack then, or Doki Doki Panic maybe. I don't know. It's
so
one
like,
of the two.
Like in shoujo, like girls comics,
mm-hmm.
like when the girl sees the senpai,
Doki.
her Doki 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 Doki. Doki,
That's so dumb. But yeah, no. So Mario 2 was originally a completely different game. That's why you can play as 4 different characters. That's why it looks weird. That's where
Birdo?
Birdo came from. That's why she exists.
Fun fact about that: in Mario 2, Birdo was a dude, and there's a part at the end of Mario 2 where there's like a speech bubble where Birdo says that Birdo wants to be a girl now. And then Birdo appears in the next appearance with a bow, and Birdo is no longer a dude.
Nintendo is super weird. Nintendo is very incredibly forward thinking. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You think the Nintendo Switch is worth buying on launch? I think I'm gonna wait until summertime, where there will be more games available. LA Gamer for Life. I think that's a great idea. So we actually talked about the Nintendo Switch last week, and
It needs to have the software.
What do you mean?
Like
Elaborate.
So the hardware looks really cool. It looks really exciting. I like the
Really
idea.
flashy. Really.
But I mean, I bought this, so
That's true.
Like, you tell me it's a home console that you can take in your pocket, and I'll probably be really excited. But it doesn't have software behind it, so like another problem the Vita had, aside from just they spent 10 cents advertising it, was that it doesn't have a lot of games. Most of the games for it are like weird spin-offs, not like actual games.
Like Uncharted Golden something or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like
they wouldn't
yeah.
just freaking give it actual games. They were all weird spin-offs.
Yeah.
So so the Switch right now, it's got those few Nintendo like gold nuggets. These are our characters, and everyone wants them. And until we like, I'm too like deadbeat broke and cheap
Yeah.
to buy it anyway.
I
but
always wait until it's been out at least 6 months. Like I didn't buy my Xbox One until it had been out. I think almost a full year, maybe. No, I think it was 8 months actually. Had to have been 8 or 9 months, but because like even when the Xbox One came out, there was nothing on it. Completely nothing. Like me and my buddy David got him. I didn't. Even after I got it,
have fun with your lack of backwards compatibility.
yeah, even after I got it, I didn't play it for another 6 months almost because there was just still nothing on it. I always say it is better to wait until the console has been out for a while because then by that point, the console will potentially have come out with like a second gen or some sort of like hard update sometimes because I mean like the Xbox 360, there's the Xbox 360, then the Slim, then the E, then the Elite. I mean, and they just kept kind of getting better and better, kind of upgrading. And Nintendo doesn't really do that a lot. They did that with the Wii. I think they had 3 different ones on the Wii. And I don't know if the Wii U ever had any hard updates, but I mean, in my opinion, I think it's always better to wait at least a couple months because then more games will have come out. And plus, especially since Nintendo is opening up to third party, it's going to have, at least I would hope so, there's going to be a large influx of indie developers by Nintendo standards, creating games for this console that aren't going to be available at release.
It's an interesting dilemma because if it's like you don't want to buy it when it's new, unless like you want to play the games that are already out on it, in which case go ahead. Right?
But expect problems with the console itself. I can almost guarantee.
But it's like, if not enough people buy this new console, that'll like scare developers away from it. Mm-hmm. So then there won't be games. But it's like you're holding off, hoping there will be games.
Well, I mean, pre-orders are already completely sold out on the Switch. At like GameStop and Target, they're completely all sold out and stuff like that.
Let's not forget that kid that got his.
Yeah, for real. That kid that got his early last week.
That Nintendo employee that's lying dead in a ditch somewhere now.
Oh yeah, Vicky, you do need to be a mod, huh? And what's up, Vicky? Yeah, that little kid that got his. That was fantastic. I don't know how to do it right here. There we go.
Lightning bolt.
But yeah, that little kid that freaking got his Switch early. But no, and we've talked about this before too. Breath of the Wild going to wait probably around the Splatoon 2 release and the likelihood of Nintendo Switch having virtual console.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Splatoon 2. It looks like Splatoon.
I never played Splatoon 1.
I've played Splatoon for like a few matches at a friend's house. Mm-hmm. It's a fun game. It's like. It's cool.
It looks entertaining.
It's like it's an Overwatch game, right?
Yeah.
It's a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of fun. I was really like from the get go with that game. I was excited to see Nintendo doing something new. Mm-hmm.
Which was cool. That was one thing I was excited about. I was like, oh, cool, a bunch of new characters. In my opinion, none of them looked super like.
Unique.
Iconic almost would be a good idea to say, but I was excited that they had made something
new,
completely brand new. Like they didn't fall back on Mario because like especially that 2016 E3 in where they were like we're not going to talk about Mario or Zelda or Star Fox, and then they spent the whole time. It had been 2015 because that's when the new Star Fox came out. And then that's all they talked about was Mario, Star Fox, and Zelda. And I was like,
the new Star Fox.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Oh my gosh.
No, but Splatoon 2, from what I can tell, and I've heard some people talking about it.
You'll have to explain Virtual Console to me, LA. Continue.
Virtual Console? It's like Nintendo's store.
Oh, this is their e-store?
Yeah, for their classic games.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
Anyway, from what I've heard and what I've seen, Splatoon 2 is just Splatoon, but with like now it's on the Switch.
Well, I'm sure they'll add better graphics. They're gonna add more guns, I'm sure. I don't know what the gun situation is like in Splatoon. I have no clue. I'm sure they'll add more characters and probably some more maps. Which, in any game that's like that, that's kind of what people are looking for. I mean,
but
that's why CSGO even exists.
It's like, you don't call it Splatoon 2. It's like an expansion pack.
Splatoon Global Offense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Splatoon Globe. Splatoon Go.
Splatoon Black Ops 3.
Splatoon Ghosts, actually.
Splatoon Ghosts in space.
Yes.
No, so my only concern is Splatoon dropping on launch or no?
I think so.
Okay.
I think all of the games we've seen gameplay of are going to be
Skyrim?
launch titles. Oh, but they never confirmed that was Skyrim.
Are they really saying that?
I don't know. All I know is
I thought they had like confirmed because they've showed it like there's like I think they've said Skyrim on it. Oh no, they have. I've looked it up.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was like, no. They've actually looked it up. There's not a lot of games on release. At least not a lot that I want to play. And my only issue with Breath of the Wild right now,
The weapons break.
the weapon decay. Yeah, it's just, and I know we've talked about it. I just want to reiterate it for LA Gamer for Life. It's just like because they just look like they decay incredibly fast. It looks like it's gonna be Dead Island all over again, where you find a cool weapon and within 5 minutes it's gone. It's like,
God.
it's like, why did I spend all this time finding? And I'm sure that once you find like the Master Sword, like you were saying, it'll probably have a much better lifespan.
There'll probably be a Master Sword that's infinite durability. There'll probably be like a Megaton Hammer.
A Shadow Master Sword or whatever it was called. But yeah, so that's, I would wait. I kind of still want one. Rumors that Skyrim will be somewhere around 38 to 43 gigabytes. Holy crap. That's a lot less. I'm trying to think about how big Skyrim is right now.
I don't know.
I have
don't
no
think
idea
it's
either.
that big.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's
then.
like how big it gets when you put like tons of mods on and you
Yeah.
have like save files up the wazoo.
I'm playing it in full perfect resolution, epic, with the highest distance view or whatever. Yeah, I have no clue. That's a big freaking game then. Holy cow. I think Nintendo need a new franchise. Sure, there's Mario, Legend of Zelda, etc., but keep up with the console race with their own unique console. I agree. Oh my gosh, I've said it so many times. I wish they would stop rehashing and relying on their rehash. Like, you can rehash, but stop relying on it. Like, they just use it as their bread and butter, and it's working.
I think New Donk City is evidence that they've jumped the shark. Because
what was the reference we came up with last week? Didn't we come up with a different reference other than jump the shark last week?
Oh yeah, shoot.
What did we say?
Well, we'll have to rewatch the episode.
It was gonna be our new thing.
Yeah, but yeah, New Donk City.
New Donk.
You
Oh,
know
man.
Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
Yeah.
Started off as like this fun, like
Lighthearted.
quirky, unique side scroller. Then it went 3D
And just got
it got
bad.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, Sonic 06. It was just called Sonic the Hedgehog. It came out in 2006. It's infamous. It's terrible. And in Sonic 06, all of the people are meant to look like real people, but all the Sonic like animal characters
are still kind of furries.
right? And Eggman still is like a cartoony fat man that's like 8 feet tall for some reason.
I have a kind
Right?
of tangent random question. What happened to Dr. Robotnik?
It depends on which version of the canon we're talking about. Sometimes Eggman and Robotnik are the same.
And sometimes they're like father and son.
No,
or some crap like that.
Grandfather
Yeah.
and grandson.
But yet Sonic is still like
Sonic.
12.
Nah,
or
he's
some crap.
he's
like 16.
He's like 16.
Because Tails, he's like
Tails
10.
is 11.
11? He's like 11 or 12, something like
Yeah.
that. Some crap like But yeah,
Anime.
But then Dr.
Anime.
Robotnik and Eggman are either the same person or Grandpa. Like, what the crap is that? Okay, whatever. But whatever, Sega. Anyways,
But yeah,
continue.
so they had cartoony characters and they had not cartoony people.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Sonic Adventure, there are people, but they're cartoony people, so it works.
Yeah.
But when you do 06, you go to 06 and it's like, what's with this? Like, you tried to make these people look real.
Like Shadow the Hedgehog or whatever it was.
yeah.
He has
so
a gun and he fights
after-
cops.
After 06, it was like,
Riddle me that.
oh no.
We've made a terrible mistake.
So New Donk City,
Mario Odyssey.
beginning of the end. I suggest. I predict.
You're gonna make a prediction, or do you think that they're gonna realize it's such a bad game and then go back to like Mario Wii style? Because
Just-
that Mario
just
was
like-
amazing.
Just like freaking like cancel Odyssey and just release the new Super Mario Bros.
Oh my gosh,
Huh?
Mario Wii 2, and that's how you'll have to say it is Wii 2. It's Wii 2. Remember the Sonic Pinball for Genesis? See, that game was fun though.
Oh, Sonic Spinball.
Sonic Spinball was
That was
legit.
cool.
I have
that
that on
was
an
cool.
Xbox disc. The what's it called? Sonic Mega Pack
Yeah,
collection.
the
some crap like
collection.
that? Yeah.
I have that for PlayStation 2. It's legit.
Apparently, there's different levels between different consoles. Yeah, not like all of them, but it's like they have each console have a couple different levels. Like the PlayStation will be different from the
Huh.
GameCube and different from the Xbox.
That's
And then you can
interesting.
get like different concept arts unlocked and stuff as well. I was like, that's actually really cool. I didn't know that. I learned that just where I work, and I was like, that's really legit. But no, Spinball was sweet.
The one that sucked was the Mean Bean Machine. It was like weird off-brand Tetris.
Yeah, it was like Dr. Mario, but crappy.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean
Yeah.
Bean Machine. Like,
It
what
was
the heck?
bad. The music wasn't even good. It wasn't that sweet Dr. Mario stuff. That Dr. Mario music was awesome. I can't remember right now. I just remember being like, yeah, freaking little pills, take them, got it, eat the pills, done. No, they had another crappy Sonic. I can't remember what it was. It was like, the layout kind of looked like a Kirby's Dream Land,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't like that. But that's just how the layout looked. It was one of those top-down, old, like Sega Genesis 3D style games.
Oh, was this on the Game Gear? Was this...
It may have been
the
on Game Gear, but it was also, I'm pretty sure,
Sonic's 3D Blast or something like that?
that may have been it.
It was like...
It was a square mover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think...
I think it was on Game Gear and on Genesis, but I could be wrong. But I think it was on both. But yeah, that game. Oh man, that was bad. That was rough.
What about Sonic R?
Sonic R, I don't know that one.
The racing game?
Like Sonic All Star Racers, because I have
the-
that on PC.
The one that's...
It's pretty fun.
Can you feel the sunshine?
Oh, Sonic Riders,
Yeah. No, that's a different one. Sonic Riders is where they're on like...
surfboards.
Yeah, no, I have that.
Sonic R. I thought that was like the theme song for Sonic Riders.
I think it's like also, I think that's the one you were talking about on the computer where it's like they're racing.
In like it's like little race cars or whatever. Okay, yeah, like what's it fairly new? Not like new, but
Oh
it's,
no, wait, no. So there's one where they're in cars, and that's the one you have. But
Yeah.
Sonic R is one where they're not racing in cars. They're like racing on foot.
Oh, weird.
I mean, it's Sonic.
That's true. Yes, you could buy 25 Sonic games for $3. Later on, $15. They corrected this mistake at Bundle Stars a couple weeks ago. Oh, nice. That'd have been legit. I think purchasing games through the eShop, the gigabyte could be higher than buying a physical cartridge. That's highly possible, LA Gamer. It's quite possible because then you have to worry about the installing and the downloading instead of just installing.
Just slamming that cartridge in there. Oh, I'm excited for that.
So there's been rumors it's going to be as big as a Vita cartridge.
I think I've seen an actual like footage of someone sticking it into the slot, and it looks
Does it look bigger?
It looks a little bit smaller than a DS cartridge.
Yeah, that's a Vita cartridge.
The
were
Vita
tiny.
cartridge,
Yeah.
not the Vita card, the Vita cartridge.
Yeah, even the cards were tiny. Like the game cards for the
Yeah.
Vita, like a USB port almost.
Yeah.
Like this is as big as my thumbnail. No wonder they call it a thumb drive.
I think it's legit that they're doing cartridges.
I think it's cool. I mean, because my first thought, like when I was like, oh, why are they doing cartridges? Then I realized like everything I use is cartridge basically. USB ports. They have a USB port that's a USB drive that's 1 terabyte now. Like it's like this big. It's incredible.
I always carry a 126 gigabyte one.
126 on that, yeah, right there alone. Like, and that's tiny. However, a CD will always be this big.
Always.
I mean, you can put a lot of stuff on there, but it's large. Whereas like a cartridge, those are not a good example. But like the USB drive, aka technically a cartridge, is tiny. You fit a game in your pocket, take it to your buddy's house. No probs, bro. Have you guys checked out that cringy Sonic 25th anniversary video? No. I love your stream. I just have a quick request. Can you please vote on a poll for me? It would really help me out. I can't look at it right now. Sorry. But, can't remember what we were saying. Oh yeah, just the cartridge base. I think it's fine. Like I was worried at first, but I'm not worried anymore. I think the cartridge is gonna be completely fine. Yeah, I had no intentions of clicking that link. It's a bot. Lol, spammers. Welcome to starting a stream again. This is what happened when I first started my personal stream. Like until I was at like a couple hundred followers, I would get crap like that all the time. Every now and then it happens, but it is not as prevalent anymore. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff. Hit 1,000 though. Sorry, I'm not gonna advertise my own stream. Yes, I will. No shame in my shameless self-promotion for a second stream that I've set up, which is this one. Anyway. Oh man, I was gonna say something else. There's one other thing I want to talk about. I can't remember.
Switch, Vita,
Switch,
New Vita,
New Vita.
the Sony steering wheel, we'll call it.
Basically, I'm sure Nintendo are going to release a 64GB Switch with new colors sometime this holiday season. Oh, I can imagine.
Dude,
a jump scare ear bleed. Oh, I bet.
I want one that's like that color of green.
Green. It's what's for dinner this morning.
Green eggs and ham?
Green eggs and spam. But crap, there's one other thing. Goodness, I was gonna talk about it. I can't remember now. Let's see, I got the fake Vita. I got the Pokemon mod on Arc. I had a third. Oh, okay, I already talked about it. Ghost Recon Wildlands, that's right. Ghost Recon, man. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I don't know if I'd want to buy it. So you'll have to buy an SD card if you want a couple more games. Possibly, but that's what you had to do on all the handhelds anyways. You kind of had to have another SD card. I mean, you can do that on Xbox and PS4 as of right now anyway.
You could just get cartridges. Like, just get the individual games on cartridge.
Yeah, you could just get them on cartridges. See, even on my DS, I download stuff. I don't buy cartridges.
I've got nothing downloaded. I have all of my games are like cartridges.
Except for PC
but
games.
I'm Laserdisc, so...
Except for PC games.
They don't, so, okay.
They don't make PC discs anymore, I don't think.
Here's
a
the
couple
thing
times.
that bothers me. Multiple games, I've been, like, conscious of their release recently.
Mm-hmm.
PS4, you can get a disc. PS4 also has the option to download from online.
Okay, yeah.
Xbox One, you can get a disc.
Or you can
Xbox
download.
One also has the option to download from online. PC, no disc.
Well, you could get a couple discs. You were able to get Diablo 3 on disc, the New World of Warcraft to just ban. I only timed him out. Oh, okay, yeah. We can get rid of it. I think I've actually seen that bot before. I'm not even lying. I think I can have actually seen him before.
Gone forevs.
But yeah, there's a couple games that you can still get on disc on PC. But I get people coming in all the time like, "Do you guys sell PC games?" I'm like, "Dude, nobody sells PC games."
They don't make
I'm like,
them.
you got to go to Steam for that crap.
Why?
Like, Steam monopolized that world so fast.
Like, what's the deal there? Like, everything else also has the option.
Valve just took over, and well, because like people, you could get San Andreas and 5 on disc for PC. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that would be weird. I don't even know what a PC disc case looks like anymore.
Just like a DVD case or a Blu-ray case.
Well, no, because the World of Warcraft one was like fat. Same with the Diablo 3 one.
That was like Vista days, though.
Diablo 3 was not Vista days.
It was like.
And neither
slightly
were Knights
after.
of Pandaria. Slightly after? Diablo 3 came out in like 14.
Did it?
Yeah.
It seems ancient right now. But yeah, old PC cases were like weird.
Yeah, they were always kind of goofy,
It was
and
like,
they were all different. It was like different per game sometimes.
maybe that's what killed it. They couldn't make up their mind about the case.
a
Like,
universal case just to make for. Because yeah, I remember because we had we would get Big Game Hunter. We had a couple Big Game Hunter discs, and they were DVD discs.
yeah.
But then I would go over to like friends' houses that would have like World of Warcraft, and they were fatter and shorter. And I was like, that's a weird looking disc. What the crap? And it would have like 500 discs in there,
Yeah.
all for install for the next month and a half. You can get Sims. That's right. You can still get Sims discs up. But this is like Walmart scratching the, grabbing for straws, trying to keep PC discs alive.
It's like, so my brother got the new Mirror's Edge. I think he likes it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him playing it in a while, but he was like looking all over. He was like, there was an afternoon where we were like out running errands. We checked all of the stores in our area. And it was like, oh, no, it's in the PlayStation 4. It's the Xbox One. You go over to the PC and it's not there. and then finally he asked someone. He's like, dude, they don't. You have to download it. He was like, no.
I like downloading because then I know where they're at all the time. I never have to worry about somebody taking them and not returning it or some crap like that because they can't. They can't take it.
See,
unless I give them like direct permission on Steam, which I do to a lot of people.
Here's my rebuttal to that.
What?
I bought a disc of Mass Effect 1 for $3 at DI. I stick it into my computer and install it, and it doesn't need the disc. And then I can be like, "What? You haven't played Mass Effect?" I hand them the disc. I'm like, "Dude, you just install it, and then you can give me the disc back whenever." And then they do, and then someone else is like, "What? You haven't played it either? Here, no, install it."
You haven't played this game? What are you talking about, Willis?
I can just like virally.
See,
just
but I can do that with
Mass
Steam.
Effect 1.
And I can do that with Steam. What? You haven't played 186 of my games? Here's access to my Steam library. Click.
But
Now you have access.
but only when you're not using it.
Yeah, that's true. But still, I don't have to worry about people taking my crap. I don't know. So for some things, I do like to have the games. Like for consoles, I love to have the hard games. I do have I have 2 Xbox 360 hard drives full and 1 Xbox One hard drive basically all full now of downloaded games. But I also have quite a few. I would say quite a few. I also have a few Xbox One hard games and quite a few 360 games still somewhere.
Yeah.
And then
I have the fruit snacks, like they come in the big red bag, and there was like the strawberries, the raspberries, and the blueberries.
Okay, yeah, yes.
I have it was a big like box, like a variety pack cardboard box that like the width is just perfect for CD jewel cases, full of PlayStation 1 games.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's way legit. Yeah, if I had all the PC games on my computer in hard copies, it would take up a whole wall.
Oh, yeah, no. For sure. Because there's stuff like freaking like the Humble Bundle.
Yep. Some crappy, stupid games. Oh, man. I think it's 186 games I have access to right now on my Steam.
I think I
It
have.
doesn't include Origin.
I think I have over 200 in Steam, but I haven't actually put in all of the games I have from Humble Bundle yet. There's still more.
So they're just kind of chilling somewhere in the ether.
Yeah, in the
Just
ether.
doing whatever. See, I think I've touched like 75 to 80% of all of my oh god, no, I don't even think it's that much. I think I've at least played 60% of the games I have access to. Oh, that could be wrong too. I don't know, man. I've got way too many games. And I played too many games at one time anyway. Like, I'm playing through Final Fantasy 2, aka 4.
That was last week's episode.
Yeah, I'm playing through GTA 5 now. Like, I play Smite, Rocket League, Ark, I just beat Dust and Elysium Tale. Like, I play way too much crap all the freaking time. I'm still trying to play through Final Fantasy 15. I think, like LA was saying earlier. Oh man, it's so much crap, and so I never get time to actually. And I won't lie, a lot of the games are like Humble Bundle garbage games that just kind of sit in my never been installed spots. Just collect digital dust, ditched. I don't know.
Digital dust.
Digital monsters, Digidust are your dust bunnies. That didn't go. Anyway, so what else do you have? You brought your games.
I've been saving this one.
Ooh.
Have you, for a rainy day, and I didn't actually watch enough.
And it snowed last night, so that's close enough.
I didn't watch enough movies this week to be talking about one of those, because I only watched ones that probably everybody's heard about already.
Digimon Battle Royale.
Oh, Digimon was the jam.
There's a Digimon MMO on Steam for free that I've been meaning to download and play. Anyways, continue, because that looks awesome.
Have you watched the new Netflix original Series of Unfortunate Events?
I haven't yet. I've heard it's actually pretty rough.
It's
Not rough in a bad way, like rough emotionally.
it's that emotional roller coaster, right? But it's well done.
Is it?
It is a fun time. At the same time, it destroys your soul.
At the same time, it just rips you to bits.
It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
And
and that was how it was advertised as such. They were like, "This is legit tough. This is an intense one. Good luck."
And so, do you know Neil Patrick Harris?
Yes.
He is Count Olaf.
I knew that. I thought he was a weird choice because Neil Patrick Harris has too much of a nice, simple face. He does not look goofy enough, and the makeup.
Well, they dressed him up.
Yeah, I know, but the makeup reminds me of oh crap! What was that stupid new version of Mary Poppins that came out where the lady looks mean and terrible and crazy, but then she ends up being very happy and cheerful?
Nanny
Nanny
something?
McPhee.
Yeah.
He looks like Nanny McPhee. I'm not even joking.
I can't even bring to mind an image of Nanny McPhee.
I'm gonna Google it for
I
you.
never
Bringing it
saw
up.
that movie. But
I never did either. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Nanny McPhee."
so Series of Unfortunate Events, Netflix original.
Nanny McPhee.
It's really good. The child actors they got for the Baudelaires are really good. And it's just like it.
There you go. It's the same basic tropey idea of an ugly, evil style person for kids. It just, I don't know. I did not dig it. I was very disappointed.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
The show. So I've been watching it with my brother and my cousin, and it was my brother's idea to watch it. And when he watches a show, he has a simple rule. We're always watching it on Netflix, but he says we're gonna watch this like it's a broadcast television show. So we sit down on the weekend, we watch one episode, and then he says, "Okay, tune in next time." We have to wait till next week to watch the next one.
I can't. I don't. That's why I watch stuff on Netflix, because I don't have to do stupid stuff like that.
See, but it's great though because it like artificially stretches it. I enjoy it.
You're wrong.
I don't do that with all shows. Most shows, let me just clarify. Most shows, I sit down. I'm like, okay.
If I tried that with Dexter that I watched 4 years ago, I still wouldn't be done with that.
Like most shows, I sit down. I'm like, okay. So there's this many episodes. I've got this much time. I'm gonna watch.
How am I gonna cram 42 hours into the next 13 minutes?
I'm gonna watch as many as I can, and then I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna finish
the rest of everything.
Usually that's how I watch shows. But when I watch shows with my brother, he's like, "No, we're watching one episode a week," and limited just to the shows I watch with him.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's
I guess
cool.
it could make it fun. See, that's why I didn't even. I was annoyed that I started watching season 4 of RWBY before it was done because then I knew I had I think 2 or 3 more episodes left, and I was like, I was just angry. I was like, I just want to finish it right freaking now. It's like 6 in the morning. I've been up all night, so I watch it.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
The first season of Series of Unfortunate Events, which so far has been fantastic. It's like it never fails to entertain. It pulls jokes out of thin air when you don't expect them.
They're just good at being witty. The
Yes.
laugh track is very natural sounding. No, I'm just kidding.
Because it's just the people there in the room with me. But it doesn't go all the way through the series of books. It goes as far as season 1. And so when we get done with the episodes that are out, we just have to wait. So by artificially increasing the amount of time it takes us to get there, that's less time suffering without anything.
See, I just can't do that though because especially if I tried that with RWBY, I'd probably end up killing myself because I would not have been able to wait. I'd have gone crazy,
Just biting your nails,
just going insane, just absolutely nuts. I had to know, it was just so enthralling. That's how I was. What was that crap? What was that show? That Netflix original based in the 60s about the Upside Down.
The 80s?
Was it the 80s it's based in?
Stranger Things?
Stranger Things. Okay, yeah, the 80s.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. I binge watched the crap out of that
See,
thing.
and I wanted to.
Your brother is a terrible human
But
being.
I followed my brother's rules.
He is a bad person. He should have done it behind his back.
Like,
oh, man.
freaking,
I couldn't have done it. No way, man.
it made me a stronger human being.
No. See, I'm so excited for season 2 now.
I am too.
Because for a while there, they were concerned about not doing it because of how fast the kids were growing. They were legit considering just doing it more like a American Horror Story, where every season was a new show.
See, that's what my brother wanted. He wanted it to be like. So my brother really likes Twilight Zone,
Okay.
and so he wanted it to be like Twilight Zone,
Mm-hmm.
except instead of every episode is its new weird sci-fi story that ends with a mystery.
Okay.
Every season is a sci-fi story that ends with a mystery.
No, see, that kind of stuff bugs me. That's why I didn't like Legend of Korra. Because I feel like it was all accomplished in the first season. It just bothered me. Because,
But we talked about
we
this.
did talk about this, but Avatar, the original one, it was so beautiful because, it had closure for each season, but it still kept it so open about the actual threat in the show. Whereas in Korra, it just kind of was like, well, we did it. And I was like, this is 13 episodes long.
We got airbending. We beat a mon.
Yeah.
We got everybody else's.
We're a professional athlete. What else do we?
We got everybody else's bending back. We just magically knew how to fix that.
Yeah. They just accomplished everything too easily, and it really bothered me.
And then they tried to pull something out of their butt for season 2.
I haven't even watched season 2. Book 2, I guess.
So book 2.
Isn't that one called Air?
Spirits.
Spirits, that's right.
Book 2 was kind of rough.
Digimon World, is that the name of the MMO? Continue, I'm just going to let him answer.
So, book 2 was kind of rough. I still enjoyed watching it. We didn't do Thomas rules for that. We didn't do my brother's rules for that.
Okay, that's good.
It's a recent development, that rule. He started
yesterday.
He started implementing it with Stranger Things.
Okay. Which is probably a fun idea because then it keeps everybody in suspense, and now you can have a week of potentially
whoa.
fun conversation with one another and stuff. That's cool.
Oh yeah, it was a PS1 game.
There was also a PS1 game. Oh, cool.
Yeah, Digimon.
I was like, 'cause there is a Digimon MMO right now, legit, right now in the world, on PC. Anyways, continue.
Shoot, what was I talking?
Stranger Things.
What about it?
No, book 2. Sorry, book 2,
Right,
Avatar,
so-
Korra.
Book 2 definitely feels like, again, They didn't expect to be able to do it, which is why everything got tied up with a bow in the end of book 1.
A neat little stupid ugly bow.
Because they honestly thought that Nickelodeon wasn't going to let them continue because Nickelodeon is idiotic.
Which is completely stupid because that's what they were going to do with the first Avatar, and then they realized it was phenomenal. I don't know why they were so skeptical about and
Because it's not short form comedy.
it's not, but it's like
They're afraid of it because short form comedy is all they know, and they know that it sells.
but they watched Avatar sell. Like not just sell, but sell amazingly with like now cult style following.
Yeah, no, but still somebody there at Nickelodeon
Had
was
to
like,
cry.
I don't trust it. Anyway, book 2 like feels like they pulled something out of their butt. I enjoyed watching it, but I don't know. Parts of it felt a little soap opera-y.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a little bit of melody, which, to be fair, they're like later teens.
Yeah, they're kind
That's-
of older.
That's kind of like later teens is
Well,
where
what-
that all
Korra's like
comes to a head.
15 in first season.
I think she's 16.
16, 15, 16, some crap. Because yeah, she falls in love with her teammate basically.
Yeah.
But
There's a whole little up and down that happens with her and dating people.
yeah, obviously, because they have to implement that.
But anyway,
So it's so pertinent in regular Avatar.
book 2 was like rough. Like
Yeah.
my brother, and my cousin, and I, we watched it all together, and I think we all agree that was like one of the worst parts of the show. Was the second book.
Was watching it together. I'm just kidding.
And then the third and fourth books, I'm struggling to remember which is which, but so Spirits, it's like the bad guy that they come up in that is trying to make the spirit world and like our world
Collide.
because he's evil.
Yeah, it's a very tropey evil thing to do.
And then in the third and fourth books, in one of them, it's like really cool because it's like world building and it's like kind of socio-political. So the Earth Nation has been like subdivided this whole time. It's like never been fully united, and there's like this radical who arises in the Earth Nation who's like reuniting the Earth Nation by force, and lots of people are flocking to like rallying under her flag because they're like, this is cool, this is like good for our country, and like Korra's got to be like, is this good? Is this
What's
bad?
going on? But she's kind of stupid. So
I'm like the Avatar, so I feel like I should weigh in on this.
But I'm 16 and not as smart as a 8-year-old yet.
And that is a pretty cool storyline.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just had a struggle. I just struggled even relating to Korra, not because she was a girl, but just because like her personality. Like with Aang, I felt like as soon as I saw him, I could relate him. But yeah, no, Dreaded. I did know that Adult Swim is picking up Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
And so now they're not going to just be killing robots.
I can talk about that too. I started watching that this week.
They're going to be killing like people. And then one of the previews I saw, he was like killing beals with like a motorcycle with spikes on the wheels or some crap like that. I was like, that looks freaking cool. And yes, the Avatar movie was garbage.
We're just not even going to talk about it.
I can't talk about it again. We talked
just-
about it, what, 2
we're
weeks
just-
ago?
Maybe the first week.
I
We're
cannot.
not going to do that.
It
We're not going.
hurts me.
We're not going to that. It's okay. This is a safe place. It's okay, Twitch.
Oh, it's a rough. It was rough.
So, but whichever one is 3 or 4, the other one is like it's a little like Deus Ex Machina, but like
Okay.
something happens and like all of a sudden there's a bunch of people that are airbenders,
Okay.
and so it's about like going around.
So like
and-
airbenders are no longer completely extinct or something?
Yeah, so it's like going around and like gathering all of those airbenders together to restart the Air Nation. But at the same time, there's these 4 like fanatics that I can't remember why, but they want to ends the reincarnation cycle of the Avatar. So they escape from like a maximum security prison, and they're trying to hunt Korra down. And it's
How are they going to end the reincarnation? Because just killing her is not going to do that.
by killing her when she's in the Avatar state.
Oh, is that how you can do? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, it's pretty intense.
And pretty impossible.
I
I mean, we watched Ango Avatar a couple times, and good heavens, that didn't end well for anybody.
Really, I think the strongest part of the later seasons of Korra is there's some really, really cool fight scenes.
Really?
Like, the animation is top notch, the choreography of it is really great, and it just looks so BA.
I was gonna say, because still one of my all-time favorite scenes from the original Avatar is when Aang had just he was trying to learn firebanding, right? He hadn't quite mastered it yet, and so he was talking to that sensei guy, and he was like being super wise and crap like that. He's like, sometimes being a firebender isn't about bending fire or whatever. Yeah. And so he goes down to the Fire Nation, and it's what's his name, the son, Zuko, who I think is it Zuko he's fighting? No, it can't be Zuko he's fighting. Because I think Zuko was gone by this point already. It was somebody who was fighting at the Fire Nation, and the guy was like throwing fire everywhere, and Aang wasn't doing anything but dodging, and then says something like so incredibly brilliant, like basically implying like, look around, you just basically blew up all of your ships here, and I didn't do anything. And I just like, wow. 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 Like, it was just so intense.
Dude, Avatar is such a good show.
It is. It's got to be one of my all-time favorite shows. It's so perfect. America May. That's what American anime is. It's America May. Amerime.
It's North American animation.
Neame.
You do you know? You do you, whatever.
I think Neame is a good one. But no, dude, Avatar, if you haven't watched it, repent and go watch it.
It's all of it's on Amazon Prime. So if you have a Prime subscription, you can watch all of it.
Just go watch it on YouTube.
You can watch all of it on Amazon Prime. Books 1, 2, and 3 of The Last Airbender.
Blizzard,
and books
they don't sponsor
one-
us. Stop promoting them. Amazon is garbage.
But
They ruined Twitch. They ruined Twitch TV.
okay, all right, Twitch. I know you feel strongly about Twitch, but I'm just saying this because that's a way that they can see it. They probably have a Prime subscription. They can go see it all for free. All of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Other than paying for Amazon Prime.
Well, it has both series. All of them are on there.
Yeah.
Or you can just spend like $28 and get all of Avatar: The Last Airbender on DVD.
Or just watch them on YouTube.
And be a scumbag.
That's where I watch a lot of things. Like Ruby, but that's because it's a YouTube show.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, it's different. You're supposed to watch Ruby on YouTube.
That's not like going to some random like YouTube channel where the person uploaded a bunch of DVDs.
Yeah. They were uploaded by Rooster Teeth. I make sure. Dude, I want to get an Avatar set, because I have book 1 of Korra. Because like when it first came out, I was super pumped, and I was like, yep, and I bought it. Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is mine. You can't have, it's mine. Go away.
This is mine.
You don't
now.
Get it.
Yeah, so
It belongs to me.
You can get books 1, 2, and 3 all collected in like a DVD box set for like $28.
That's not bad.
Like it's a really good deal. Like some people think that it's like the pressings of the DVD weren't very good, or like the video is a little weird. My cousin and I watched all of the DVDs of his because he bought that set, and
No problem.
It's better than watching it on YouTube in 360p.
It's probably true.
It's not like it's all like super
But
crisp
it's
Blu-ray,
an old.
but
It's not a.
it's an old show
older
anyway.
Yeah, like you can't expect.
it's an older
incredible
like, television show.
Yeah, when did it come out? It's been.
I was in 3rd and 4th grade when it was airing on television.
Okay, so yeah, I was in middle school, I think. Let's see. You're what? 22?
23.
23. Okay. So yeah, I would have been. Let's see. 4, 5,
It was
6,
it was
7,
early
8.
2000s.
Then I would have been. I'd have probably been in middle school because I graduated 07. I could have been early high school maybe.
Dang boy, you old.
I'm old. I'm old, boys.
We're all old.
I've never heard of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Actually, wait, I have heard of it. I've never seen it. I don't know anything
Ooh.
about it.
Who talked about?
That was Quasar Child.
Oh no. Can't talk about that. Then.
No.
I would just take a dump on it. I'm sorry, I didn't like it.
We're gonna go ahead and pass on that one.
We're gonna pass. We're gonna you do you, I'll do me.
And hopefully we won't do each other.
we'll stay friends.
Oh, that's awesome. Because I don't watch a ton of anime, I'm kind of particular with my anime. Like, however, I am reading Berserk, and I did just start One Punch Man, and it's kind of weird. But I mean,
The
it's
first episode is the worst.
well, I'm
It's
reading,
just
I'm
the
reading
worst.
it. Yeah, and it's weird. He just fought a crab
Yeah, no.
because he turns into a crab after eating too much crab.
Okay, that crab dude, like, look, the bad
Please
guy.
tell me that's not a precursor for the rest of the series.
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
Right, okay, so
I was like, I don't want a Power Rangers manga.
I watch. My cousin and I watched the first
Ponga.
episode of it, and it was like he fights the stupid crab dude.
Yeah.
And
Not a good pilot
I was
episode,
kind
by
of
the
turned
way.
away from the whole show.
Yeah.
And then like he kept watching it by himself, and then a little bit later he was like, okay, look, the first episode was stupid.
Okay.
And so I watched the rest of it, and it does get better. At least the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I know there's a Berserk game. It's on PS3 and PS4, I think now, and it's basically Dynasty Warriors, which is cool, which is fine. It's just Berserk, and so he's wielding the slab because they don't call it a sword. It's called a slab. Because have you read Berserk at all,
I know of it.
dude? It is brutal. Like it is. Guts had a crappy childhood. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. That was when the first episode of Avatar came out, 2005. Okay, then I was a sophomore. Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school then.
Let's see.
Dang,
Yes.
dude.
Okay, I would have been in 5th grade, I think.
Damn, Daniel.
With them white shoes.
Back at it again with the white vans. But, yeah, I'd have been a sophomore. It was a long time ago. Holy crap.
long time ago.
See, 'cause it's 2017 now. That's 12 years ago, dude.
That was back when people weren't sure about digital television.
That's back when they had RBG.
Yeah.
That was like the era of RBG.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Don't watch the anime Berserk, read it. Oh, I'm reading the manga. Yeah, dude. I've got episode 1 and 2 right now. They had a crap ton of them at Nerd Store where we live, but I was only gonna buy one because I was also picking up One Punch Man, and I was picking up another Magical Girl Apocalypse, which is amazing. So it's kind of a joke trope feel,
A deconstructive
Camp.
parody?
kind of. But it's not really a parody because it's definitely not intended to be even kind of funny
Oh.
or even campy or quirky.
Oh.
It's very much a serious manga.
Well, that doesn't sound like
It
fun
is.
at all.
It is intense. Well, it's basically it starts off where like it's just kids in school, like every manga or anime in the world does,
Uh-huh.
and they see like this little girl outside. Well, there's only this one kid. He's like looking out the window because he's bored in class or something like that, and he sees like this little girl outside, and this guy like walks up to him, and he's like, "Little girl, you lost or whatever?" And like she brings out like this, was it like a mace or something like that, and just explodes the dude's face and head and then body, like.
Anime.
And that's where it starts. It's like
anime.
these little magical girls, like, because that's that's like the term for for Sailor Moon. Any kind of magical girl
is a magical girl.
is a magical girl, and so it's Magical Girl Apocalypse. And I haven't gotten very far because I have 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, and 10, which is not helpful.
The good old public library system problem.
Completely unhelpful, but they are intense. Like, holy crap. Like, people just die. Like people that you don't expect to die will just get killed all of a sudden, and then it gets into some pretty seedy stuff too. Like it's awesome. I'm really liking it.
That
but-
sounds exactly like the kind of thing I would hate.
Probably, but I also really love I Hate Fairyland, which is one of my favorite comic books of all time. Like, of all time. I think you would love Boku no Piku. I've heard about that. I've actually heard of Mythy Moo. I've heard Mythy Moo talk about it a lot. I don't know if you guys...
Okay,
Mythy
so-
Moo is a YouTuber.
No, let me just stop you there and break down the joke here. You know how when you ask someone on YouTube what the song was and they say Darude Sandstorm?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask someone on YouTube what the anime was, they say that. And it's a gay incest soft pornography.
Oh. Never mind. I don't want to watch it.
If I know correct, am I right, Quasar Child?
He did wink at me.
He did wink. I
He
think
did
I'm
wink
wise to you, Quasar Child.
We're on to your ways,
I've
guys.
never watched it. I just know what it is. I
But-
think I know what it is.
What's up, Call Texas? But no, I Hate Fairyland is a very imagine what's a good way to put it? Imagine Animaniacs. No. Imagine Itchy and Scratchy. That's from The Simpsons.
Oh.
That's the kind of like it's
But-
similar art style. It's very similar, like a lot of blood and gore. What's the show about? This is just a talk show about video games, comic books, anime, television shows, anything.
This is a ramble show.
This is the Ramble Show. That's what we should have called it.
We ramble
Dang
on.
it.
Now's the time. The time is now.
All right, see you later, Jordan Lux. Thanks for hanging out, man. And what is this show about? But yeah, no, this show's just about us, just like nerdy stuff, video games, crap like that. We're actually talking about comic books right now. But yeah, peace out, Dreaded. Have a good one, dude. But no, so I Hate Fairyland. It's about this girl who basically, when she's a little kid, wishes to go to Fairyland. Very very Labyrinth-esque. Like, I just wanted to go to here, right? So she gets sucked in, and it's kind of like she's like, oh crap.
Is
And
there
then
a David Bowie?
No. But then it's
Oh.
fast forwarded.
That's
30 years later.
Oh.
So she's mentally aged, but not physically aged.
Oh.
So now she's kind of crazy, and she's been trying to get out of like the whole purpose. Like they bring you into Fairyland is kind of like a little wistful thing, and then you just go find the key and you can get out. And if you're a pure heart, you find it no problem. Well, clearly she was not pure of heart, and so she's been here for 30 years and is just kind of going crazy now. And so she's not being nice. She's like eating the fairy tale creatures, like biting their heads off, chopping. Like it's just incredible to watch the whole journey. And like the Queen of Fairyland is just like had enough, and so she's gonna go try and deal. Like it is. Oh, it's blood, guts, and gore. And then later on in the series, this other little girl gets sucked in, and the rule of Fairyland is if somebody else comes in and finds the key before you, then you're stuck here forever. And so she's like, F that. And so she's like going to try to fight this brand new little girl, but because the little girl's got like the power of love and is pure of heart, she like blasts her like 300 miles, and like her whole body's like ripped. It's amazing. Oh, I love it.
That sounds again like
It's just
the kind of thing I
It's
would
just
hate.
ridiculous. It is so over the top. Oh, it's beautiful. I watched a little bit of Arrowcat, but I haven't watched much of it. Like, so only series, or do you read also comics? Oh, I read lots of. Oh, you're talking about Cat. I haven't watched Arrow yet. Have you watched any of the new DC stuff?
I don't. I think we've talked about this before. I sat down and watched a little bit of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with my brother, and it hurt me.
Really?
And so
It's pretty campy in the first few episodes.
I just can't go back to a TV show that's like a superhero TV show, a comic book TV show. I just can't.
I won't lie. Like the first couple episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It hurt me.
It was
Because I didn't just watch the first couple of episodes. I like watched a
Oh.
whole bunch,
oh
and it was like everybody was like, "Oh no, season 2 is where it gets really good," and we watched season 2, and it got worse.
oh no. I didn't watch season 2 because I
Ugh.
thought it looked stupid, but I loved season 1. The only thing I didn't like is some of the acting. Like the one girl Sky, I just was not I was not an incredible fan of her. Shield is Marvel. I hate Marvel. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that's just the only one I really watched much of. Other than I watched a little bit of Arrow, and Arrow was really cool. Like, it was very interesting. It felt very Dark Knight. So it was kind of like...
You know, that thing that DC has been trying to replicate ever since it
Yeah,
happened.
ever since Dark Knight, basically.
They're like, oh, shoot, we made a lot of money with that. How can we...
Freaking great!
How can we do that again?
Ugh. Yeah, so that's kind of how Arrow feels a little bit, because yeah, he's still a playboy. He's oh yeah, I mean by that I mean he's like a rich kid. He's really rich. He owns a couple nightclubs, and again, for some reason I can't remember what it is, but the problem I don't like with them, and this is why I don't like watching a lot of TV shows, is because I feel like they focus less on the actual universe and more on characterizing drama.
Yeah, see, that's... I think you put your finger really close to why I hate TV most of the time. I don't like drama.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, people seem to really like it. I feel like I don't have that much of it in my life, and I still have too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the drama if it was like, if The Walking Dead was like this, oh crap, it's a horde of zombies coming. Next episode. You're like, that's good drama.
But TV always has to be about, like, the main characters that should be friends all hate each other.
Yeah, like the seedy, like overly gritty, like just inside of itself.
They're all, like, sociopathic a-holes.
Yeah, it just bothers me.
That have to stab each other in the back.
I get why they do it, because it does bring in viewers. It gets a lot of viewers, but I mean... And that's probably why I like a lot of different shows, because like I don't really like The Walking Dead, because I cannot get into the personal drama, because I don't have that in my life. I can't really relate to it, because I don't get that kind of personal drama in my life. I don't like people, but I don't hate people so much that I have to be like that, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's for viewers. But I mean, I loved shows like Dexter. Like, not Dexter's Lab, but like the sociopath, the serial killer Dexter.
Yeah, no.
Because, like, yeah, obviously it was unrealistic, but every character was relatable. Like, you could relate to Dexter. Like, there were moments where, like, he would just kind of, like, bare his soul, like, in his thoughts, and you were like, I get that. But he never hated people. Like, and then even when his sister gets mad at him, like, yeah, it was a really stupid season, but it wasn't, like, out of place. Like, she was mad at him because she just found out he was a serial killer and had been killing people since he was like 15, right? So you get it. Like, it's not just this, and even Dokes, like, Dokes hates Dexter from the very get-go, but for a reason, because Dokes can tell. He knows something's up with Dexter. Did you want somewhere? Wait, what?
Did you went somewhere?
Did you went somewhere? Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, Vicky. But all the characters were still, like, kind of relatable. And so it was never just like this inner turmoil. It's like, why do they all hate each other all the freaking time? That's why I couldn't get into Breaking Bad. That's why I couldn't get into The Walking Dead, because everybody just all the time is just screaming at each other for no reason. I was like, I don't get it. I don't have these kinds of problems. I don't understand it. So
most TV I just don't like.
It's true. Yeah, I have a hard time. Have you ever watched Bob's Burgers?
I haven't, but I've always been a little, like, skeptical of, like, North American adults.
So you know how The Simpsons is inappropriate?
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers is tamer than The Simpsons.
Really?
I'm not even kidding you. I would recommend my mom to watch Bob's Burgers. Like, it's amazing. Like,
the only Bob's Burgers I've ever seen was the tail end of an episode where, like, the girls had started a gambling den in the basement.
Yeah.
And the dad shows up with, like, finger
crotch surgery. Because he cut his finger, like, a tiny little teeny bit.
And he like, wins everything back by...
Dude, I love Bob's. Okay, you don't have to watch Ruby if you watch Bob's Burgers. At
Okay.
least watch the first like few episodes, because there's one part. I'm gonna explain it. It's too amazing. Like they're talking about Tina.
Control yourself, man.
And Tina's the oldest sister,
Uh-huh.
and Louise is like, I think she's autistic, and she's like, well, she's the worst kind of autistic, and she's like, and he's like, Tina, what? Or he's like, Dad, watch this. He's like, don't do this. He's like, and he throws some toothpicks on the ground, but it doesn't show how many, and he's like, Tina, how many is that? And she's like, 100, and Bob's like, Tina, it's 3. There's 3 toothpicks, and then Gene throws another one down. He's like, now how many are there? And Tina's like, 3. He's like, it's 4. You're the worst kind of autist. It's like my
so
favorite
bad.
line in the whole show. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love Bob's Burgers. I could probably watch it.
You ever seen any Archer?
Oh yeah, I love Archer. That's the same voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever seen any Gravity Falls?
It sounds so familiar.
It's a Disney.
Is it a cartoon?
It's a Disney cartoon. It's like these 2 kids, these twins get sent out to like the middle of the pine forests, Oregon, for the summer to stay with their great uncle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's kind of like a mixture of like the X-Files and Twin Peaks, but it's like for kids, so it doesn't suck.
And it's a cartoon?
Yeah, and it's like
Are you sure? Because I'm thinking of Granite Flats. Sorry,
no,
continue.
Gravity Falls, and it's like mysterious happenings going on. These 2 twins are like trying to figure it all out, and the girl twin, one of the girls from Bob's Burgers is the same voice actress.
Is it a deeper voice or a higher voice? Because it's probably Louise, because she's kind of a famous person to begin with.
She talks kind of like this.
It's probably Louise then, because she was already kind of a popular stand-up comedian. I didn't think she was ever funny,
I don't ever watch stand-up comedians.
but I know who you're. I know her as. I can see her actually as a person. She was in Flight of the Conchords.
is amazing.
Yeah, no, the voice of Louise, aka the voice of the girl in Gravity Falls, was actually in Flight of the Conchords.
Really?
Yeah, did you ever watch that show?
Um,
Oh, you
I've
should
only
repent.
ever watched like
Oh.
I've watched
Oh, I'm already disappointed.
I've
in
watched Tears of a Rapper.
You. Dude, Flight of the Conchords.
I didn't know it was a show.
Yeah, they have a whole show that they do all their songs in. Like each episode is based around a couple different songs.
See, I've
It's
seen,
fantastic.
I've seen the part of an episode that is their song "Tears of a Rapper."
I don't know if I remember that one.
Some people say rappers are invincible. We're invincible.
Invincible. Oh yeah. Dude, no, not Adventure Time.
It's my birthday, 2003. Waiting for a call from my family. They forgot about me.
forgot about me.
Tears
Dude,
of
no.
a rapper.
You need to watch it because all their songs they intertwine
Tears
into the
of a
show,
rapper.
and it just makes it hilarious. Like, oh my goodness, it's such a great show. But what is he? Fool from New Zealand. Wait, you guys not from Australia? No, we're from New Zealand. Oh man, you still want that orange? Yeah, please, that'd be great. And you banana? Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh my gosh, it's so because I think it's Aziz Ansari. Is it Aziz Ansari that's like a fruit stand dude, and he becomes like racist to them because he thinks they're Australian? And then he's like, but now we're from New Zealand. Oh, dude, it's just amazing. I think it's Aziz Ansari that plays the fruit stand guy. I'm like, oh, dude, you need to watch it. But no, Bravest Warrior Season 3 finally finished. Did you ever watch the Bravest Warrior shows? Did you ever watch Adventure Time? Oh, then you probably don't care at all. Anyway.
I know Bravest Warriors is like the YouTube series by the people that do Adventure Time.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Did you finally ever go watch the Final Space trailer?
Final Space. You've only told me about that once, and I
I've told
forgot.
it a billion times because I talk about it to everybody. It's the one with Olin Rogers, but you don't know who that is. He's a YouTube personality. I didn't
You
even
told
know
me
when it
about
comes
this
out
once.
yet. I swear I've told you about it a couple more times.
No.
I could be wrong.
Just once.
You need to go home and watch it. Final Space trailer.
Final Space,
Final Space trailer. I'll text you.
When you remember when
I
you're...
remember. No,
your
we already
graphics
figured out my
card.
graphics card. I gotta pop my thumb. It's so satisfying. Oh, it's so satisfying. I should have popped him into the mic. Because it's so satisfying.
The sound of a carrot being snapped.
That's why I snap carrots at my house, just randomly. Just walk around like... just breaking stuff all day long. Did you ever have you never had to pop your fingers after you've been like gaming for too long or some crap like that? Like every now and then, like I'll be holding my mouse for too long and I was like, oh, I gotta pop my thumb. Snap. And I'm
I can't
oh,
even make
yeah.
my knuckles pop.
Really?
Really?
I'm cracking my fingers for millennia now. I don't know how long. Because there's no direct ties to arthritis. So I didn't care. That was a weird rumor. People just came up, like, people come up with weird things to make other things sound scary.
Fear mongering.
Yeah, it's a good way to, it is the right way to put it, I guess. Not just a good way, but the correct way. What else have you done this week?
I watched Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah, we want to
Bringing
talk
it back.
about that.
So, it is funny. Like the beginning of last week, I got from the library seasons 2, 3, and 4 of Samurai Jack, but season 1 was still out.
Obviously.
So I only got it earlier this week, and we watched the first half of season 1. And so, Samurai Jack is there's a animator called Gendy Tartakovsky,
Okay.
and most of like the Cartoon Network original shows that you remember were done by him. Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory.
Okay. Hey. Johnny Bravo. I can't do it anymore.
Check the Vex. Hoo ha hoo. Man, I'm pretty.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Anyway, so Samurai Jack is the story of the son of the Emperor of Japan in this like alternate history where there was Aku, the shape-shifting master of masters, lord of evil. He's like this big, like sort of amorphic black shape person with like his eyebrows are like fire that's like always burning.
So he's like Hades.
And his voice actor is Uncle Iroh, but like evil.
Oh, that's right. You were
camp,
telling me.
And it's so great. And so the story is that Jack's dad, the Emperor, when he was a kid, or when he was young, fought and defeated Aku and imprisoned him into a stump. And it all starts with like Aku getting like out of his imprisonment, and he goes to attack the Emperor of Japan, and the Jack is just a little kid, and so he gets sent away, and he goes all around the world like training with all these different kinds of warriors. So he like goes to like the Middle East. No, first he goes onto a boat and he like learns how to be like a sailor, and then he goes into the Middle East and he learns how to ride on a horse. And he like goes to Africa and learns how to use staves and pole arms. And he goes like to a different part of the Middle East and learns how to use like kinds of swords. He goes to Great Britain and he learns from freaking Robin Hood how to use a bow and arrow.
I mean,
right?
yeah, obviously.
And then
Who else would you learn? Who else would you learn from?
And then like so
Robin.
he spends
Robin Hood.
He spends 20 years like training, and he comes back this total BA, and like his mom has kept this like sword that was forged by the smiths of yore that has the power to defeat Aku. She's been keeping it safe.
What's up, Spiky Jet Fade? It's a secret. I like your name. That's just what I named the stream. It's a secret stream. It was mostly just a clickbait. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like the warp whistle. Is that it? Anyway, continue.
So he goes back, and Aku has been slowly building up this evil empire, and he's enslaving everybody and having them dig up these crystals that he uses as a source of power. Whatever, it's a cartoon
Yeah.
for kids. And so Jack fights with Aku, and he almost beats him, but then Aku sends him forward in time, like hundreds of thousands of years.
Okay.
So it's like Star Wars-y space times. And this whole time, Aku's been the ruler of the world because
Get baited, Spike Jet.
no one could oppose him, because Jack was the only one that had like the weapon that could oppose him, and he went forward in time. And so
Obviously.
it's like the whole show is Jack trying to fight Aku and find a way to go back in time so he can undo all of this. And it's all like, it's all fairly episodic, where like every episode is its own little contained story, and there's not that much.
Yeah, we're
like,
talking about Samurai Jack right now.
continuity in between them, and because it's like hundreds of thousands of years in the future, anything can happen. One episode he'll be like in a super city that looks like Coruscant, like jumping back and forth between flying cars. The next episode he'll be like out in the woods in this like ancient alien temple.
See, and I heard a kind of a reason they did that is because they needed him to be killing not people.
Yes.
And so they had him killing robots, which is, I heard part of the reason they put him in the future like that is just to kind of get him to be able to kill, because it was on Nickelodeon or whatever. Cartoon Network, yeah.
The show does like go to very obvious lengths to prevent
Kill
him
robots.
from killing actual people.
Yeah. But now that it's on Adult Swim,
It's like
because it's Adult
the
Swim.
first episode, he goes into this like, you know, Mos Eisley cantina, but it's like it's kind of funny. So
Yeah.
he goes into this big like
Such hype!
space club, right? And it's for kids. He can only fight robots, but in this space club, it's like people are drinking alcohol and there's cage dancers. There's like,
But they're robot cage dancers.
they're not.
They're not
They're
robot
like,
cage dancers.
they're like these obviously like sexy lady like cage dancers, because it's like Cartoon Network original. So their waists are like that and their hips are like that.
They're like that perfect hourglass.
Yeah,
perfect
no, and
hourglass.
they're like just dancing away in their cages. Anyway,
And all their feet always come down to almost the tip of a triangle.
yeah.
And,
And
I
like
can see it already.
their feet are like that, like they're wearing high heels.
Yeah. They're always like just weirdly walking on their tippy toes somehow.
Anyway, in this like club, there's like a Star Wars moment where he accidentally offends a dude.
That was bugging me.
He accidentally offends a dude, and he's like, "I'm gonna teach you a lesson," and he like cuts the guy's arm off. But it's okay. It was a robot arm. he didn't even like
It was
actually
just a robot arm.
He
so
didn't dismember him. He just cut off his prosthetic. that's
he could have just pulled it off at that point. Just what's art? I don't know what art is. Sure reminds me of art or of ART.
It's not season 2. It's season 5 of Samurai Jack.
You fool! You fool!
You fool! But season 5 looks dope.
Isn't season 5 technically season 2 though? Because I thought season 1 was like 43 episodes.
So, seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 entirely 52 episodes. You do the math.
So season 1?
Anyway,
Wouldn't that be nice if TV was like that?
season 5 looks super dope.
Yeah.
Season 4, from what I know, didn't actually have that much of a conclusion to it. So,
Season 5 has someplace to pick up off of,
I-
maybe?
yeah, I've watched an interview with Jenny Tartakovsky, and he's saying that season 5 is going to be like kind of bringing it to a close.
Oh, really? Like the whole thing, or just or just season 4?
The whole thing, I think.
Oh wow,
But
they're killing Jack. Oh, like the Mona Lisa. Oh, okay.
I guess
That makes sense.
I don't know why we didn't think that.
I think it was because he capitalized all of the letters in art, and so I was thinking maybe it was like an acronym, or anyway. So they're killing off Jack,
That maybe. I don't
potentially,
know. I don't know for
hypothetically,
sure.
in theory.
Season 5 though.
Misogynistically.
Okay, so misandristically.
Misandriously.
So season 5. So from what we can glean from the trailer on the Adult Swim channel on YouTube is that 50 years have passed since the end of season 4.
Mm-hmm.
But Samurai Jack himself doesn't seem to be physically aging, and he's like
Obviously.
kind of going a little insane. This whole time he hasn't been able to get back in time like he's been trying to do the whole time. So he's kind of like losing it a little
Yeah.
bit, and
He's tired of being in the future.
yeah,
Do you think when he goes back, he's just gonna be dead? Like he's just gonna get back to his time and then I'll just die immediately, just because so much time will have passed or something? Or should he just like go back 2 minutes before he left?
no, it'll be like the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
So he'll go back 2 minutes before he left,
Yeah,
and stop himself from leaving, and then kill himself, the guy that's about to
isn't-
go,
Wait a minute, this isn't Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe
and
at
then
all.
continue living as himself.
No, this is Dexter's ego trip at
and
this
then
point.
tell his friend, I don't need to go anymore.
No, this is
Just walk backwards.
Dexter's ego trip at that point. Did you ever watch that?
I don't know what that is.
So
Booze
you,
makes random caps happen.
you know Dexter's Laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
So Dexter's ego trip was like a movie
Okay.
they made at the end of Dexter's Laboratory, and it's great. It's great. I remember it being great anyway. I say it's great. I hope it's great.
But it's probably pretty much terrible. It could very easily be the worst thing
It
you've
could
ever
be
experienced.
terrible, but I have confidence that it's great.
From when he was 5. That's how I feel about Shaman Warrior and Shaman King. In my memory,
I regret to tell you.
those were amazing.
Anyway.
But I get the feeling they're pretty bad.
Dexter's ego trip, Mandark, bah ha ha, bah ha 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 ha.
It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Okay, so
See you later, Quasar. Have a good night, man. Thank you for hanging out, dude. And if you followed, we appreciate your follow. We don't have a bot set up yet in this place. I was going to do that tonight, but then I never did, so I need to do it. Oh, hold on real quick. The theme of this show is basically anything nerdy. We spend a lot of time talking about video games, movies. We've talked about comic books tonight, manga, anime. We talked about old retro NES. Laserdisc brings a bunch of show and tell stuff. This week he brought the Retron Duo.
retro
Sorry, Retro Duo.
retro duo.
Ours is
portable.
called the Retron, so
the Retrons are cool.
Yeah.
You can get the Retron 5. That's like so many consoles. in
except for the
one.
Nintendo 64.
Anyway.
But anyway, so now we're talking about cartoons. But yeah, see you later, Quasar. Have a good night, dude.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. Oh no, Dexter's ego trip.
Dexter's ego trip. So it's like Dexter thinks to himself, dude, I'm great.
I'm great,
I'm
right?
I'm like so smart.
Girls like me, kind of.
So
they
he's
know
like,
my name.
I want to make a time machine and go forward in time to see what I'm like forward in time. So he finds 3 other like versions of himself through time.
Yeah.
He goes way forward, and there's like the world is this technological utopia where everything is awesome, advanced, and he's like this doddering old man that has to walk with a cane. And he talks like this.
Yeah.
And, he's like, he's the guy responsible for everything being a utopia.
Okay.
And that's just like, oh, well, this is cool. And then he's like, well, what? He takes the old version of himself with him, and then they go back to when he's like a young adult,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, at that point in the timeline, Mandark, the bad guy, has like taken over the world, and Dexter is like this dweeby little like scrawny guy that he's not really confident.
Yeah, he's kind of a squeeze.
And-
Squeeze?
A sissy.
Let's go with that. That's what I wanted to say for sure. Can I has it? No. Can I has my Mario 3 Tanuki
We'll
poster?
roll it up, put it through the camera.
Through
and
that little lens.
it will come out of your screen.
If we hit 100 followers, we'll do some poster giveaways maybe. If you live in the U.S. and
but-
pay for postage.
So it's like everything's crappy, and Dexter's like, "What? Well, no, this isn't how it's supposed to be."
way.
And he takes the dweeb with him too. So now it's the old guy, the dweeb, and regular Dexter, and they go like a little bit further into the future. And Dexter, at this point in the timeline, is like 7 feet tall. He's super ripped. He's got like a giant beard, and
Of course.
he fights like he's like a vigilante. He fights the forces
He's a
of
giant
Mandark
Viking.
with a giant wrench. Like a giant comedy like
What?
wrench where it's like the same wrench head on both ends.
That's awesome. Oh, thanks, Spike. We appreciate that.
And the story for how he went from being the dweeb to being that is great, right? So Mandark like locked him up in solitary confinement or something, and so he digs with his bare hands. He just digs and digs for like
Oh
2
my
months.
gosh.
He digs with this tunnel with his bare hands.
And just
he-
becomes super ripped.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
And so it all comes down to like there's this button that needs to be pressed, and that will defeat Mandark, and that's how we get from being Mandark ruling to the Utopia. And all 4 of them are like, they've all had this big battle, and they're
Yeah.
trying to get to the button, and freaking Dee Dee shows up in the time machine.
Oh my gosh.
Like waltzes out, looks around, and she like presses the button, not knowing what it's going to do, and then goes back to the time machine and goes home.
That's why I couldn't watch Dexter. Dee Dee gave me so much anxiety in that show. Even as like a little kid, I was always like, "Oh God, it's Dee Dee. Oh, okay, okay, just breathe. We're gonna be okay." Yeah, no. So I couldn't really watch Dexter a lot as a kid because I got a lot of anxiety from it.
I always liked
Dexter. However, I did watch a ton of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, or Billy and Mandy's Grim Adventures. What?
I always thought
You don't know Billy and Mandy's Grim
I
Adventures?
do. I know it. I know
Okay.
it. All right. I never actually had like regular access to Cartoon Network and those channels. As
Oh,
a
that
kid.
one was regular TV.
It was.
Yeah, that was like,
What channel?
I don't know.
It was not.
Now I can't remember.
It was not regular TV.
Imagining the awesome bot pop up that says, "Thanks for following." It was really nice in my mind. Yeah, Spike, we don't have a bot yet. I apologize. We'll do this though. Thanks for following.
Fusion Ha.
How long do we have to hold this? Should we just keep doing it? So there's your follow alert. Yeah, I don't have it set up yet. My laptop might not be able to handle Twitch alerts like in reality. But I do need to get like a Nightbot in my chat that can at least chat people out for follows and stuff like that. That was better.
You need like all of the different bots that Salty Bet has.
Dude, he's got like 50 bots. No, so I have my personal Twitch channel. I have what's called OnkBot,
Onk.
but it's incredibly like inclusive. There's so much to it. You have to make a channel for the bot, like a Twitch channel for the bot, connect that to the Twitch channel, then connect the OnkBot to your Twitch channel somehow. It's weird. Then you have to verify the account. There is so much. I had to have somebody help me set up because I had no idea what I was doing, but it's amazing. It's the greatest bot. In
I just
my opinion.
want someone to be able to type /sad claps on our channel and have the sad claps bot say, "Dreams don't die."
You can get a bot called SmartBot that'll like kind of talk to people. Like if you say like, "SmartBot, you're pretty," he'll be like, "Oh, I'm taken," or something like that. You know, it's just no, it's WiseBot. There we go, WiseBot.
WiseBot.
Yeah. So maybe I'll grab a couple bots just for fun. I'm sure my computer could do that, but my poor little laptop would not be able to handle Twitch alerts right now. I know it would not be able to.
It would just melt.
My computer would just like, wait, stream
It would
ending,
do that.
goodbye.
It would tip over like that.
Yeah, it would. It probably would. It would be sad. Let's see, how much time do we have left? We got about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And we started late.
Yeah.
What is your problem, man? I was good.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
No, so on the Pokemon Arc mod though, the guy that owns the server,
Uh-huh.
he so me and my buddy Tiki were streaming it,
Uh-huh.
and we were like, dude, it would be cool if like they had like gyms and stuff like that. We're gonna have like starter Pokemon. So he gives the mod or the server guy like gives a starter Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
I got a Charmander because you can ride him and he can fly. Charmander. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I was going Bulbasaur. But and then my buddy,
At least somebody liked Bulbasaur.
and then my buddy Tiki went Squirtle for the swimmer.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, dude, you guys got to get on soon because I just built a gym. And I was like, what? That's freaking legit. So, dude, the Pokemon Arc mod. I don't know. Why don't you have Arc yet?
It's just not my kind of game.
But it has Pokemon in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't care. I've been playing more For Honor. It's still.
Is it better?
Okay, so
Just today I watched a video of like somebody playing it and
Yeah.
talking about it, so I know a lot more about it now
Okay.
than I did.
the matchmaking is still terrible. Like, it's still just not good at all. Like, because we were playing again and it just continues to match us up with like Prestige 4, Prestige 5, like
Perfect.
whatever.
Perfect.
I'm like level 15 with one character and I'm getting placed against like Prestige 3 and stuff like that. Like, that makes sense.
Perfect.
But some of the new characters are really weird. Like, there's one called the Nobukai maybe? Anyway, he's a big fat dude who's really slow. He's like one of the Japanese guys. And he basically carries a baseball bat with like little kind of blunt spikes in it. And he hits like super hard. But he is the slowest freaking character in the whole game. Like, his quick attack is like, gah. God, and it's so slow. Like, if you go up against a Peacekeeper, you'd be dead in like 20 seconds. There'd be no contest. It'd be over. So the matchmaking is still completely broken. However, the gameplay, getting used to it is much better. But I still think that the timing aspect might not be refined completely. I don't know, because I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a scrub. But I feel like there's definitely times where I'll be like, I'll block or something like that. My characters won't. Like, he just
that's just online games.
better not. And that's probably true.
That's just all online games.
But then I learned something. For Honor's not using servers. They're using P2P. So that's even worse.
Peer to peer.
They decided to not even do servers. They let it just fall on us, basically.
Good luck.
Yeah. So not only can the connection just be terrible, but it can be just terrible. Like, completely terrible. Like, I don't know. Like, when I learned that, I was like, why? Just why? You're freaking Ubisoft. Like, make servers. Like, you can do it. But they're like, nah,
They're freaking penny pinchers, man.
we'll make it to, with all their microtransactions. And I still kind of side with the pay to win thing. I mean, because I've seen a couple players now. I saw one player a couple days ago who was like level 7 with like level 78 armor.
Oh,
I was like,
that's gross.
I'm level 15 and my armor class is like 11.
That's gross.
Yeah, I was like, that's not okay. I mean, I don't know how much it truly affects. It hasn't seemed to make an incredible difference, but I'm sure it can make quite. You guys know Jim Sterling? I don't even know what a Jim Sterling is. I know what a Jimmy Dean is. Actually, I don't know what's a Jimmy Dean. Oh, it's sausage. Oh, Ubisoft. Yeah. No, for real. Like, it's the P2P is just, it's bad.
I think you really get a sense for how cheap Ubisoft is when you look at like how many of their games since Far Cry 3 have had the exact same user interface?
Oh yeah.
It's like Far Cry 3, and then like Far Cry whatever after that, and then like all the Assassin's Creed games.
They don't really. They kind of like to stick with their old stuff just because the change will cost money.
Yep.
And they're afraid of change, which is why they're doing peer-to-peer crap.
They're afraid of spending money.
Like, I won't lie though, For Honor's incredible. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's like really good. Like my buddy has been playing it. Like my buddy Fives has been playing it like crazy. He's an ex-streamer. He doesn't really stream that much anymore, but like, and I still stream it every now and then. It's an incredibly fun game, but it's definitely. I still think it needs some work. I was when I heard it was P2P, I was like, that
everything makes sense.
Yeah, everything makes sense now. Can you imagine if Rocket League was P2P? Can you imagine
The modem tapping.
if a game that was like a game of literal like inches and centimeters was P2P?
The modem tapping.
It would be bad. It wouldn't work. And For Honor's kind of a game of inches because you like some characters like the Peacekeeper, it's timed blocks.
Yeah.
Like with the Viking, you can if you hold your stick on the right, he'll always block when his stick is on the right. If they attack from the right, and then any other direction, right? Like he'll always hold a stick like this, and he'll always block. Same with the Nabushi, but the Peacekeeper, you have to time it. And so, if your internet chugs even a tiny bit, or even just too much, it won't register it, or it'll just do something.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then the best part is, still in my opinion, the best part of the game, other than the actual good parts of the game, let's say the worst part, because I really do like the game.
The best worst part.
The best worst part is when people leave a match, the whole game just is like, wait, hold on, something changed. Hold on. And so you just sit there, frozen, because the whole game just froze, and there's like a little loading screen like saying like, we're confused, hold on. And it's like, wait. And then for some people, because it's P2P, they'll load in faster. So you'll still be frozen, have no clue that they've loaded in.
And then they walk up to you and they say, okay, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to go around the leaf.
Yeah, we're going to go around the... Well, then, reminds me of Evolve. Yeah, I can see that. But, like, and so, like, you'll be still frozen, but then when you unfreeze, you'll just be, like, dead. And, like, the game will try to, like, quickly render everything. And so, and you'll just be dead, like, what happened? Why am I dead? Oh, it's P2P. Makes sense. And so that's kind of a problem. And it's happened to me quite a few times.
P2P? More like just P.
Yeah. Wow.
Came up with that one by myself.
How long you been working on it for, though?
Well, I've been drinking water.
Like, because it's happened to me a couple times, and I've done it, like, it's happened to other people in front of me a couple times. The first time I had no idea what was happening. I was like, this dude's just going to die. Okay, cool, I kill him. And then I started to realize, I was like, okay, let's wait until they can come back in. But not everybody is as, like, honorable or whatever, and they'll just come up and get you or whatever. So it's...
They thought the game was called For Not Honor.
For nothing. For nothing, yeah.
Get your money for nothing. Your kills for free.
I definitely have not spent $60 worth of time in it, unfortunately, even though I completely bought it. But, I mean, it's a great game for streaming because I can play with friends and I can get on and we can have a good time, but...
Do you know about Guns of Icarus?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have that?
Yeah. Well, I have access to it. Guns of Icarus is great.
We need to play that
The game
sometime.
still confuses me. I love it.
It's like my brother's favorite, and like he bought a 4-pack and gave it to me and my cousin.
Really?
And he hates us because we like hardly ever play it. but it's like, even when we do play it, it's like there's like 200 people online right now.
Yeah.
Matchmaking's a little screwed.
Yeah. Well, that's how For Honor is. It'll say like high activity over in the corner, but then you can watch the player level go from strict to moderate to open to all level skills. It's like, what happened to high activity? Where did this... Were you lying to us? What? No, it's 'cause it's P2P. Oh my gosh, why was that an option? Why? But yeah. No, I like Guns of Icarus. That's a fun game. Do you ever play Robocraft?
I know about it. You've showed it to me.
Have I shown it to you?
Yeah, you talk about it when you mention like pay to win.
I probably did. Robocraft isn't a pay to win. It might be now. I don't play it anymore. It kind of got bad.
No, you were talking about like people that would like rock around with their giant like rigs. And
Oh yeah, because once you get past level 60,000 or something like that, it starts getting stupid. But no, I don't want to go back and play Robocraft again. Don't worry. I have really no desire to get back on that game ever again. It used to be fun. The devs have really done some dumb things with it, and
Did
I
you
think
ever
they killed
play
it.
the Firebase Antarctica, the 3v3 in Overwatch?
No, I've only ever played. I didn't even know you could do 3v3. I've only ever done
It's one
5v5.
It's one of the 6v6.
Or sorry, yeah, 6v6.
It's one of the arcade modes. It's like a specific map, and you could do 1v1 where it's like it randomly chooses one of the characters, and both of you are that character, and it's like best of 3, and it'll go up to 6 rounds or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
I played that a few times. I learned very quickly that I can't, 'cause I get very
You
angry.
get very salty.
Very, just so it was very. It was
All of
literally
the salt.
It was literally so bad. I had to like say I can never do this again. For my mental health, I can never do this
I
again.
have to completely leave this scenario forever.
But the 3v3 was like really cool because
Yeah.
of course I have a team of 3 in my apartment.
Yeah.
And it was like we would always try out different combinations. But it's not fun anymore, specifically because people figured out very quickly that there's one combination that works better than everything else, and that's Soldier 76, Roadhog, and Ana.
Yeah.
Everyone has a self-heal. 2 people can heal the other ones, and
Yeah.
they all are more or less have good offensive ability.
That's actually kind of what we did the other day in Smite, because there's a mode of the day. It was called Asgardian Assault.
Oh yeah.
It was a 5v5 on the assault maps.
Yeah, I love
and
those.
So we had.
I loved those before I
dude,
decided I would never play the game
It
again.
was awesome. So I was playing Raw, so I was one of our healers, and then we had another healer. It wasn't Chonga. It was. Oh crap! Who was? I can't remember who else we had.
Hail, Aphrodite.
Maybe it was Hell.
Hail.
It may have been Hell.
Hail
She says Hell,
is clearly pronounced hail.
even though she says Hell.
No, she does.
She clearly says Hell.
Whatever.
Hell. I played it yesterday. But I agree, Spike. High five.
Wow, you're so edgy for saying a popular game is overrated.
No, but so we did that the other day. No, dude, we must have had 3 healers. We must have also had like a Sylvanas or some crap like that, because they had 2 and we had 1 more than them.
Super cancer.
Anyway, we destroyed them. Like, it was
For some reason,
so awesome.
a team of all healers.
A team of
in
3.
That game.
I know, right, dude? The raw heals were too easy at that point, because I literally just pop them down. We'd all sit there, and then somebody else would pop a medi, and we'd be basically like we just backed. And, dude, the edge is real. Welcome back, Kat. But then I also built I didn't build double starter. I built single starter, and then like only up to tier 2 boots, and then tier 1 of Chronos Pendant. And so I had already decent damage starting the game, because you don't get it back very much. Dude,
that's just-
I was destroying people.
That's just yucky.
It was beautiful.
You are a bad person.
Oh, dude, we destroyed them.
You are a bad person.
It was a delight. Oh, I had a good time. Dude, and then I played Raw a couple more times that night, and it was fun. He has a hard ult to hit.
Dude, I love
Holy crap, that is
Raw. I think was my main mage that I would play.
Really?
Like, if I was playing a mage, I would probably have played Ra.
I think my main is
I
probably
got
Chang'e.
I got some wicked rad snipes with his ult.
Oh yeah, when you hit that snipe, it's like, get snapped, B. You know, it's like you feel like a bad A.
There was a time. There was literally a time when my cousin liked to blast hype music
Yeah.
when we were playing, right? There was a time when I literally got like a kill at the very end of the range through a wall
That's
on
legit.
someone, right as the song. Like, do you know the song "My Hope Will Never Die"?
I probably do if I listen to it.
Right as the drop hit.
Yeah, it's like boom, it just kills them.
Oh, it was great.
Dude, I always feel like a pleb though when I miss an easy raw ult through a wall or something like that. I did that the other day. I missed it against Vaman. I was like, oh, come on. How did I do that? But I got him the first time. Like, he had no idea. He was just sitting there killing creeps, and I was like, boop. Just he was gone. I was like, boom.
I have so many instances where it was like they were lined up, but I was off by that much, so I missed all of them.
Yeah. Don't you love that? That's the worst. 'Cause that happens all. No, I got a sweet double kill with my ult the other day because they were under their tower, and I just like, did we have Sylvanas on our team? No, we had somebody. I think it was Terra we had on our team. Oh, that was our third healer on the Soul one is Terra. So that was cool, because she heals a ton and stuns a ton.
She was introduced after I quit,
Yeah.
so I don't really know.
Yeah.
All I know is that she is a woman and therefore has big boobs because it's smites.
It's smite.
And that's-
It's high res. No, it was Kepri that we had. So he had double stun
Dude,
people.
Kepri's the bomb.
And I just boom, and it was like double kill, and I was like, "That's what's up, baby."
Dude,
That's
I got pretty dangerous with Kepri.
Dude, Kepri's awesome. Sobek is cool too. I really like Sobek, but his pluck is a lot harder to hit than Kepri's grab. Like way
but
harder.
when you get it though,
It is very satisfying to hit his pluck,
I
and
had
then
a-
you just keep him popped up in the air with your splay or whatever.
I had a match of Hyper Joust where it was like Hyper Joust, but it's like you choose for the other person.
Oh.
And like, so everybody's always goes for like trying to give people they either go for the approach where you give them an assassin and hope that they've never jungled, or you give them a tank because it's like, oh, their tanks can't deal damage.
It's like, are you kidding me? Damage Ymir is OP
So
AF, dude.
I gave him Thor. He gave me Sobek, and I just really just destroyed
just
him.
wrecked him over and over and over
Oh,
again.
it was so great.
I used to think that I liked Thor, but what one is Taylor? What one is Jason? I'm Taylor.
Taylor is Twitch.
I am Twitch,
Jason is Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. I actually do other streams as well, but yeah, no, dude. Getting a raw ult is nice. Getting a Sobek pluck is incredibly satisfying. Then you get that little splay on him and just keep him moving backwards.
Yep.
But yeah, I used to play a lot of jungle Thor.
I once had an all pick match where we were all Sobek. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
we got an alley-oop line where we pulled somebody like all the way behind our tower. It was so great.
So awesome. There was an all Ares arena match the other day. That was chaos. Just literally just ult. Just
Yep.
chains
No,
going
that's-
everywhere.
Yep. No escape.
It was obnoxious. So I just built like a tanky Ares and just kind of no problem. Wait, what was it? It wasn't all Ares. It was like you could only play as Ares, Athena, or Guan Yu. Because it was like a Pantheon thing. But anyways, most...
On you.
Yeah, it was weird. But most
What?
people went Ares. Maybe it was Warrior Assault or something like I can't even remember.
I mean, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Because
It was
Guan
a-
Yu is Chinese.
It was a weird matchup.
Ares is not
and
a warrior.
Athena is nothing near either of them.
It must have been Ares or Athena because they have like.
No, it was all three of them. You could only pick those three though: Ares, Athena, or Guan Yu. And like everybody picked Ares, except for me. I picked Athena, and then another guy on our team picked Guan Yu. But their whole team was Ares. It was so nice because I would just go in there and like take no damage because I'm OP Athena. You know, you just don't die as Athena, which is why Jungle Athena meta is the meta now.
fun little story with Athena. You know how I was saying that I physically needed to say that I could not play 1v1 Overwatch anymore?
Yeah.
There was a day where mode of the day was Hyper Joust.
I don't know what that is.
It's where it's like it picks a random hero for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get lots of you get lots of gold at the start, and there's extra gold spooling in EXP.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept getting Athena,
Which is awesome.
but I didn't know how to properly. So
Oh.
it was like the other person would get something that like is more standard and easy to use.
Yeah.
Um,
No, we just listen to Popsky because we also upload to YouTube. He's a big streamer that has allowed us to use the music basically, and it's not copyrighted. What's the word I'm looking for?
royalty free.
Yeah, royalty free. So we can do that.
But anyway, after that, I had a bit of an obsession, like a Moby Dick, Captain Ahab white whale obsession. Whenever someone was
Yeah.
playing Athena, my roommates would hear me repeating the phrase, "I need to break her stupid face."
Jason would just kind of go angry and kill himself and just kind of turn white and just start hitting things for no reason.
Like I would just like whichever character I was playing, I would see her, I'd be like,
Athena
I'm gonna
needs
kill
to
her.
die.
I'm gonna kill her.
Athena
I'm
needs
gonna
to
I'm
die.
gonna go kill Athena.
Her life is over.
But yeah,
That's awesome. I still love Smite.
don't play Smite anymore.
But you guys, yeah, that's it. We're done. It's been 3 hours.
I am your co-host Laserdisc,
I am Twitch.
signing off.
Thank you so
It's
much for
been
being
lovely.
here.
You people are all beautiful.
It has been lovely.
You on the internet and you in like the building that we're in. Too.
all of you people.
You're all beautiful.
You're all delightful. You guys, just so you all know, if you're new to this channel, we go every Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because we're here in Utah.
Mountain time.
Mountain Time. So, you can see that. I also have my own Twitch if you want to follow that Discord. I don't have the link, but I can
I'm
get
sure
it
he'll
next
put it up
week.
later.
I can do it later, yeah. But yeah, you guys, see you later. We also do it on YouTube, so if you miss any of the stream and you want to go back and watch it, we post all the videos on YouTube as well. So yeah, thanks for being here. Bye.
Okay, bye.